Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless, it's not love-based, it is going to be another bird reading. And we'll be back to our love readings after this. I know you guys love the love readings. And it is still spring, so after eclipse season, I don't know how long it's going to be until I do another reading like this. But you know I do what I'm called to do when I'm called to do it, okay? So I'm really excited about this specific reading, this specific thumbnail. If you watched the intro from the previous reading, you know the order was supposed to be another love reading that was spring themed. It was going to be a coffee reading. I think it's what your crush thinks you feel. I don't think I've done that one in a while, so I know you're going to be excited when I post that one. It was supposed to be that one, then this one, then the one I did with the keys, the red and black theme with the crossroads. So we move and we pivot as we should, right? So we're going to roll with the order that they wanted us to. We're going to roll with the order that the energy is aligned with, especially since it's now Mercury Retrograde and we have Eclipse coming up, okay? So I'm not going to drag this any further beyond mentioning that I just got a good, like I was really excited to do a theme that kind of, I guess, quote unquote, close the cycle, since I never expected this to be something I was going to continue doing as a series when I did the first one. So this one's kind of like a homage to the first one, and possibly even like the journey so far, kind of like an anniversary theme, but also coinciding with the eclipse. And there's also like some other symbolism in there as well. So I hope that it like helps support you guys on your journeys. So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me describe each pile, I will do so now. Pile number 1 is the Dove Spirit. Pile number 2 is the Owl. Pile number 3 is the Peacock. And pile number 4 is the Vulture. Before I give you the moment to select your pile, maybe some of you selecting the Owl will eventually... I was going to put a parrot. I was going to use a parrot. I don't know when that's going to come out, but in the place where I was going to put the parrot is the Owl. So if you felt like parrot is a thing, maybe go to the Owl. I can't promise anything is going to come out, but I'm realizing I didn't change the text. So while you figure out what you're going to do, or scroll back to the beginning, to the thumbnail, I will give you a moment. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Let's see your spirit animal. You chose the dove. So let's see what blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises, and anything good luck related for you. For those of you that are new, I do read past, present, as well as incoming energy. And I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Okay, so the interesting thing about your pile. So in me setting up for the reading, it was very energized. I was very stimulated, like, oh, it's time to go. This is a reading that's happening today. This is a reading that needs to start now. When I sat down for your pile, I just feel so easygoing. I love it. It's a very smooth, like, vibe, ambience. I don't know if that's what, like, you do in your downtime, or if that's just how you live, or if that's just the vibe you kind of you just set for yourself. But very easygoing. It's like, oh, let me just simmer down. That's the energy coming through for the stuff. I love it. So let me see what I'm gonna do. Let me see what we're gonna get for this group. I have a bunch of oracle decks, as well as a tarot one that I'm gonna use for some details. So let's start with this spirit animal oracle deck, please. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but we're going to take it. Armadillo Spirit says to set healthy boundaries, okay? Number 3. We're going to take that one. I have a lot of decks, so I'm not going to pull another one. We're going to... Okay, so set healthy boundaries. That was a message from me as a reader, but that was a message for you. Okay, Power One? Something you need to set healthy boundaries with, okay? Set healthy boundaries, okay? And you're strong and firm enough to do so, and be strong and firm as you do so. Maybe the vibe that I stepped into is the vibe you need to step into, because it'll be different for all of you, right? Some of you, again, the polarity, some of you are that vibe, some of you need to be that vibe, okay? So let's see what's at the bottom. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. You're that group, okay? This is a group that and I say that because I remember seeing this card, this White Raven Spirit, and I remember saying like, okay, it came out like, I think it was a Power One bird reading it came out in, because I remember telling everybody to go to the white birds. Okay, so this dove, which you are at, look at you. So maybe some of you are coming, maybe I was telling some of you that in the future. I love that. Maybe some of you are psychic, intuitive. Some of you, when I did that, I may have been sending you here today. I love it ahead of time. But I do have a dove spirit alive, and I do have an owl, which is also white. But your message here is to trust in the magic, okay? Trust in the magic. So let me see, because I don't know. It's like an easygoing vibe. Use your mind wisely. Trust in the magic. I don't feel rushed. I feel like slow moving, like I'm going to take my time. This is going to be an incoming energy, so let's see. Canary Spirit, sing your own song. Oh, you're definitely seeing a bunch of birds, okay? White Raven, Canary. Even if these birds are not birds you're seeing, you're definitely seeing birds, okay? And welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're not, you're definitely, just all of you, you're definitely a part of the tribe, because the energy here, this white and yellow energy, is very in alignment with me, because I mentioned the vibe that I have set here and the energy that I'm just like chilling in, okay? Because I've got my sunflower honey, okay, bee candle over there, and I have, which is golden, right? And I have my white fresh milk candle to the right. So those two colors came out. So some of you are really into colors. You're really like into like visuals, like something about just sight and seeing things, okay? But you're being encouraged to trust in the magic and sing your own song. So there's something that whatever approach you need to take to something, it's going to be your own unique way of doing it, okay? So do it your own unique way. I'm not saying don't be flexible. I'm not saying don't be collaborative if we're talking about things that involve other people. But where you have freedom, where you have liberation, trust in the magic, sing your own song. Trust that your unique way of doing things is going to work out for the best. Like, some of you have a very unique way. You're called to do something differently. Like, you're very innovative. This is a combination of innovation. So something about your spirit is very innovative. So whatever it is, even if it's as simple as your own unique routine you're called to create day to day, it's innovative enough to where it may be more efficient long term, right? And it may work for you specifically, right? So trusting in the magic and singing your own song. So let me pull, I have so many decks. We're going to just make them fit as they fit. Tell me more about this dove spirit. When they had, like, if you pay attention to the intros, you'll know that, like, I often complain about all of the decks I feel called to use for these types of readings. But in these types of readings, I do roll with it, because these are the important messages, right? Love messages often come in here. So if you want a love message, sometimes it comes through, but these are kind of messages regarding your life. So I don't want to remove energy that will create messages. So we squeeze it where it goes, okay? So let me see. Tell me more about my dove spirit. What's going to be revealed? Blessings, good karma, positive surprises, and overall good luck. That card has been stalking everyone that follows the channel. We've got number 1, the writer, okay? More white, and then number 1, which is your number, okay? Because you picked that pile, okay? The writer talks about getting something going. It says to trust the magic, sing your own song, and get going towards something. At the bottom, you've got the cross, okay? Number 36. All right. And that actually makes sense that that comes out now that I'm realizing. So let's grab the book really quick. I'll skim. Because now, I don't know. Like this just feels like a pile where I don't really want the book, but I kind of need to see really quick. I'll hold it up just in case, you know, anyone wants to see. But it talks about burdens and suffering. Obviously, it has those references, endings, right? Okay. And then let me go back. The writer. Okay. So it talks about change. It talks about closing cycles, which is what we're doing. Closing cycles, letting things end, right? Especially where we talk about suffering and chaos, rushing off towards your own thing. So when we're talking about running off and doing your own thing, that's a literal translation here, okay? Having faith and running off and doing your own thing, where that applies. That's definitely a thing. You have some clarity coming in. Tell me more about this stuff, Spirit. Because this is led with what's coming in, right? It talks about trusting in the magic, because this feels like an energy of this being available to you. Like some of you may feel stuck in burdens, okay? And again, past, present, and coming. But if you feel stuck in burdens, right, you may not see a way out, whatever that is. It could be internal or external. And what you need to know is that it's not going to be that way for very long. So let me get my tarot so we can get some details, and we'll pull through all of those other decks. Goddess of Swords. Love it. You have knowledge that you don't realize you have, okay? Especially when we talk about regarding endurance and burdens, you have knowledge that will ascend you, right? A certain level of intellect that can help ascend you in a very unique way, okay? I say that because singing your own song feels like, again, knowledge, innovation, unique to you, okay? And I keep emphasizing that, especially, so this may be my pile of needing to know what works for other people may not work for you. That's it. What works for other people may not work for you. And what is for you may not be for other people. So if you feel like this, sometimes I feel like I've been talking about this a lot. So maybe you're that group where we talk about trusting the magic and singing your own song. You're called to do something innovative or something different, something unique that seems too good to be true, possibly really, really easy for you, but some other people wouldn't not survive or would not be successful. Like it would be a risk to other people. It's not for you specifically, because that's your path. Like everyone has their own path, but something about you, you're meant to be an innovative spirit, no matter how large or small on scale, right? Some of you are going to be innovative in, like, I hear a lot of you are teachers, right? Some of you are going to be innovative in your teaching method, right? That's not something that's necessarily going to take you on a global scale. It could, depending on who you are, but day to day in your community, you may change the whole curriculum of your organizational structure just because of your innovative methods. You see what I'm saying? That's this pile. And I use the teaching example because I have the Queen of Swords, but it could be any business, it could be any hobby, it could be anything, right? Any practice, and that's your path. It's different. So any burdens, any difficulty, it's to push you to sing your own song, right? Especially where you're like, why is this difficult for no reason? It's pushing you to be innovative, right? Like how you can find a more efficient, effective way to live, okay? Look at you, dove spirit. I love it. I love it. So let me see. Yeah, so we've got here the Justice. So more air energy, because the Goddess of Swords is air energy. So this could be Libra, right? We're talking about energy of very much so that dove spirit. Honestly, it doesn't have to be feminine nature, but that dove spirit is very much so this Justice card. And what it talks about is fairness. It talks about balance, balancing of scales, and it talks about I heard winner, I heard win or lose. I don't know why, but I heard win or lose. So I'm assuming win or lose things will be fair because it rules fairness. Okay? That's what we see. And that energy talks about your partnerships, your relationships, right? It's seventh house of all your connections, especially when we talk about paperwork. So when we talk about legal systems, right? That could be one of the professions on my table. That could be one of the innovative ways we're talking about on the table. We could be talking about policies. We could be talking about any type of paperwork, because that does rule paperwork. So like all of those things, okay? Innovative processes. That's what I see on the table, okay? Okay, look at you. Sing your own song. Yeah, you have a harvest coming in for sure, because I didn't even mean to look at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Pentacles is a harvest. Talks about being very much so rewarded for all of your work, all of your diligence, all of your innovation, okay? Very much so in a material sense. So that's like, you know, pentacles, like money, okay? Where that is applicable. But a harvest can be anything that is value to you, okay? Anything that is of value to you. So let me get my last card from this deck and take the bottom. Tell me more about what's coming in for this dove spirit. Okay. We'll be nosy. I'm not gonna lie. We'll be nosy and glance at that. We'll see what this is, but we cannot take all of this. We genuinely will not have the space. This is incoming. Hangman. So this talks about surrendering. Oh, I got a crazy energy just came through. That's why I got the win or lose things will be fair. So obviously I mentioned the light and the shadow, right? I mentioned, ooh, there is a shadow. There is a shadow. Okay. Where things are hard, where things are difficult, where you're being called to sing your own song. That's why that was the first message. Let me just let the shadow know. You're being called to be yourself. You're being called to be an individual. You're being called to be your own unique essence, because I get a strong karmic balance in terms of individuals that may steal. I'm doing it in quotes. It is stealing, but like when we steal other people's concepts and ideas and things like that, I guess some of you here are like that, okay? That's why we've got sing your own song and the cross. Like things are hard, so you're like plagiarizing. It doesn't have to be like literary. It could be any area of life, like taking credit for someone else's energy, work, or even just copying someone's energy. Because like plagiarism isn't just like taking it and passing it off as yours, like oh, I made this. It could literally just be someone's essence and ideas and things like that, right? Like if you start being like someone else in their energy, like the way they carry themselves, the way they dress. Like if you try to take on someone else's identity, you got the justice into the hangman of like, oh, we're going to show you how to be yourself and sing your own song. It's going to be very difficult for you because that's what it is. That's the shadow I got in. So I don't know how many of you are doing that. I got a wave of that. Okay. Now the lighter side of this pile, it's you are very unique. So I'm realizing I'm getting a bit of a black sheep energy, right? As a, like, not the polarity to that other energy, but it's like it could be because like some of the people on the shadow are kind of like trying to fit in. I don't know why it's so prominent here, but that's the message of this dove, and maybe that's why the dove is coming through. But those of you on that like black sheep energy, it's telling you to be yourself continuously. There is a reason that you're very different, especially when we talk about environments that you're in, okay? Like you're supposed to be different in the environments that you're in. And if the environments you're in are very difficult, then it's time to like move around to spaces where you are able to kind of freely be yourself. Because the hangman talks about surrender, okay? Talks about surrender, okay? But that is a balance, okay? Here with justice and the hangman, it feels like a balance that you don't necessarily see coming, for better, for worse. But even on the worst sense, it's to trigger you to make you see, trust in the magic. You have your own essence and you need to embody your own essence, like the lighter side of this pile is. Because some of you on the lighter side of this pile have been the shadow side of the pile, or, you know, some of you have not, but all of you have a place in the lesson, in the journey, because you all have a variety of experiences. And so it just seems like what you're contributing to the world and how efficient you are in your individual process for you as an individual, okay? And how you contribute to partnerships and collaborative spaces, okay? That's what we've got. So let me be nosy and just glance and see. Chaos, chaos. Pretending you don't see chaos, chaos. Wow. That's why the shadow stepped out when it did. So yeah, any shaking up, because you got all these fives, which makes sense, but these are all shadow fives. Like every fives are changes, right? And Two of Swords is knowing you need to do something and pretending you don't realize you need to do it, right? Self-sabotaging tendencies, going at war, even where it's not self-sabotaging, it's having to go to war with people you don't want to. You win, but you're on your own because people don't like you, whether it's just because they don't understand you or if it's truly because you're unlikable and you have shadow traits. And then you've got, like I said, a lack, being left out, chaos, and this is just fighting in general. So yeah, it's just, I could see why the cross is here. Wow. What's at the bottom? Yeah, Daughter of Swords. Got it. More messages. Okay. The good thing with all of this air energy is that it is a energy of balance. Like the dove is a symbol of balance, of harmony, of peace. Okay. Like of justice, right? Of restoration of peace. So you have that coming in. Okay. You have that coming in. Restoration of peace. And sometimes, because of all of those fives and all of the chaotic energy that slipped in, all of the fighting, the journey to peace is not always fun. It's not always peaceful, right? Sometimes you have to shake things up to reach the state of peace. If you notice, some of the most peaceful people are often the most dangerous. Why? Because it takes a lot of energy, a lot of wisdom, a lot of discernment to maintain a level of peace. It takes very strong, firm boundaries to reach a level of peace. No one's just peaceful, right? Like to reach that level, to reach that state, right? You have to be willing to enforce the boundary of said peace, right? That's why it's the polarity of, diplomacy and war, right? Peace and chaos. It's just a shifting of a polarity, a shifting of a scale, okay, of balance. It's together in harmony, okay? That's why that's the thing. Now, let me see. I'm going to pull from these astrology-based oracle decks. Yeah, I mean, the vibe here is very easygoing. I'm not going to lie. It is very easygoing, even though, like, the table has had some chaos. And I get it. It's the dove. You got that justice energy on the table, but the good luck coming in is an exceptional level of peace at the end of whatever this is, okay? So when we talk about the lighter side, it is being yourself, trusting yourself. The cross could also be burdens that are not yours, not taking those on where you do that. Right? Because that could be I see that being an energy of individuals taking that on. Okay. Let me see. Tell me more about my dove spirit, please. I'll take all of that because it's only 3. Blessings, good karma, positive surprises. So we've got a maturing energy of refinement. Yeah, this is a pile of maturity. We've got an incoming energy. Look at you, blessing moon. Blessing moon, number 5. So we've got a refined contentment. Honestly, that combination is exactly what I was talking about. And we've got a maturing energy of connect. So a refined contentment of knowing how to connect with others. Okay. I mentioned the boundary and knowing how to not overextend, but also not how to not over dominate. Okay. Because even in the lighter sense, the black sheep energy could be too individualized and hyper rebellious, depending on the setting, right? Because I mean, like, think of it this way: like, do you have to be innovative all the time? right? Like, do you have to have a new idea all the time? Like, can a process just be a process? Because the one of the shadow sides of innovative energy is constantly being in chaos, like always looking to do something new, always looking to make things better, like never just vibing and being at peace. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of the shadow of that side. And then you have that other side where it's like just taking on and over assimilating in a way that is phony. I mean, it is what it is, because you're just rolling with what everybody else is doing. You're taking on the ideas. You're not contributing, because that's really what it is. That's what makes the whole other side of it such a shadow. It's in a worse sense predatory, vampiric, because it's not contributing, it's just taking, right? So you've got the overgiver and you've got the dominating extreme of that, of always wanting to control and all of the things. But you've got the other side of that that's always just like fading in, just taking, not contributing anything to whatever partnership, whether it's multiples or one-on-one, right? That's kind of what's happening here. And everybody's being called to balance, because that's the thing, right? And we've got an incoming energy of rest. So we talk about peace. We got refined. We got a blessing coming in of contentment, knowing how to connect and rest. So this is a pile that does not even realize something about the life stepping in for you. Because like we talk about what blessings are going to be revealed, what's the good karma, positive surprises, easy going, right? Feeling good, feeling comfortable. Like, it just depends on the journey to get there, right? Because I feel like that I got a side that's like either rebellious, either innovative, or overextending, or all three. Could be all of that, or any related energy of simmering down, piping down a little bit, resting, being more efficient, because over analyzing things is a lack of efficiency. Okay, so like simmering down so that you rest more, so that you're more content in your blessings, so you're more connected, right? So you're more refined. Because you don't necessarily have to be a black sheep to be innovative, because some of y'all are a bit of excessive. I love it. But like not consistently. Sometimes you have to assimilate, okay? And you know, all of your innovations are not even meant for collective spaces, right? Sing your own song. Like some of your innovations are for you as an individual. Like everybody in the room doesn't have to do what you want to do if you're going to do it on your own. And sometimes, like, if there's a dress code, just wear what everybody else is wearing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do that. And then the other side, when there's a dress code, don't copy what somebody else is wearing. Like, find your own version of it. That's kind of the analogy I can use, because that other side is being too easygoing, right? For the sake of peace, right? For the sake of contentment, but like not really fitting in, just kind of trying too hard to do that, if that makes sense. That's what I've got. So let me keep pulling, because I don't want to keep dragging this out. But yeah, this is a and also that shadow, to get to the blessing side, that shadow where we're talking about that vampiric, possibly I'm not naming anyone here. I struggle with the word sometimes because I'm trying to listen, channel, and speak. These are descriptors, but like where you're kind of like possibly plagiarizing in some instances, stealing other people's energy, or draining and not contributing to any space, to a certain space, or not contributing enough. You're going to learn your own song soon. The exciting part is going to be that you're going to learn your own song. You're going to learn your unique essence, and you're going to learn how you contribute that to certain spaces. Now, it could be chaotic. You may have to go to different spaces to find that. I'm not saying I see that here. I haven't pulled enough cards, but the blessing for that side is discovering yourself beyond where you are and who you're around. Like I said, the other side, the blessing is simmering down, still maintaining yourself outside of your collective spaces, but also just piping down. Because the other side that is light, it's like learning how to pipe down. That's why it's the lighter side. It's not the lighter side because it's better than the shadow. It's the lighter side because it's easier to pipe down than it is to figure out who you are, right? Because like there's a side that's really loud in who they are. And then there's a side that's like, figure out who you are and what you want to do. Now, figuring out who you are as a shadow, because again, you have to face the fact that where you may have been either manipulative, where you may have been draining, where you may have been taking advantage, right? Because what happens is the polarity is when you have groups and environments where you have the super dominant personalities, you have the people that fall in the middle, and then you have the ones that are being carried. The ones that are being carried are often, like, I don't want to say dead weight, but when we talk about structures and productivity, that's what it is, right? So that weight that's not been supporting has to figure out how to contribute, or usually in the shadow sense, it's removed and then has to finish that journey somewhere else, right? And I could be talking about any types of collective spaces. It could literally be a friend group. I have more Libra energy, which is exactly the stuff. I have a new romantic cycle begin. So some of you, this is your past, present, and coming romantic connection, where we talk about reciprocity, right? It could truly be one-on-one. Justice does rule like romantic partnerships in a binding sense, where you have legal paperwork binding you. Could be marriage, or it could just be like bills, contracts, things that keep you together, things that you share, right? Obligations you share. Same vibe, right? But those scales are balancing. That's what's coming in. So blessings revealed, good karma, positive surprises, balancing of the scales. Okay, Libra scales. I love it. Okay. Possibly by Libra season if you're watching it real time, just because the energy came through so prominently. But it does not have to be. It is timeless, right? This is a vibe and power. I like it a lot. Okay, you've got the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So you're going to find clarity, because Daughter of Swords is 100% message. So you've got messages here. Gemini, heavy Libra, Gemini, air sign energy on the table. Okay, heavy, heavy, heavy. Okay. But you have messages. So what I love, you're going to have messages coming in that are balancing the scales. That, I know, that's one thing that is very clear. Great messages, great messages. Could be romantic in nature, some of you, or one of these messages will be romantic in nature for some of you, but definitely regarding partnerships, contracts, business deals. So let's keep pulling. I don't feel like I'm rushing. When I split the deck, I did see air sign, like air energy. So heavy message, heavy intellect, heavy communication based energy on my table, which again absolutely makes sense. So let me keep pulling. And then air sign just came out. Okay. It came out. It definitely came out. I'm trying to balance this up. And the birds are chirping. So what we did, it came out. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius is here. Now, it fell face down, and I don't know. I'm going to read it the way it fell, okay? Because it fell face down in reverse, facing me on the floor. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, let me pick it up. Face right, like facing me, like you would pick up a note. So maybe you're gonna literally get a note. You're literally gonna get a letter, for better, for worse. Okay, and it's gonna be partnership, relationship based. This I know. Okay, contract based, and I'm picking it up, for better, for worse. Now, I'm gonna focus on the lighter side of the pile, because all of you will get to this lighter side of the pile as long as you just roll with energy. Okay. Because something is gonna seem bad, and maybe this is the negative I'm reading, the shadow. Something you may think is a reversal, but you're gonna take it and be like, nah, this is definitely not as bad as I thought it was, or oh, I thought this was gonna be bad and it's not. That's the energy. That's my interpretation of the energy when that card flew out. It's like, oh, this is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, or I thought this was a shadow, but this turned out to be a light, or I don't know, but you have trine, okay? Angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Okay? That's what you have. So open, but it's a card that talks about being open-minded, okay? Being objective and be willing to learn. So some of you, what I'm getting, a strong energy I'm getting. Angelic support, harmony, perfect flow. Messages coming in. Love, partnerships, contracts, business deals, whatever it is. You're going to have to be open-minded. Again, past, present, and incoming energy. You're going to have to be open-minded, okay? It's going to be unique. It's going to be different. It's going to be something you didn't expect, okay? All of it. When we talk about love, when we talk about contracts, business deals, partnerships, all of the things like that. Friends, clubs, anything collaborative. You're going to be like, I don't know. I'm telling you. But I'm telling you, like, whatever it is in the way it comes in, it's not what you expect. Okay? Especially those of you that are weirdos with Trust in the Magic, sing your own song. I'm not like calling you names, but I just like some of you, handle yourselves a certain way. I love it. I love having that on the channel. And, and I love people like that in real life too. But some of you handle yourself a certain way. And like, everybody, it does, especially people that are not, people that are not open-minded, they're like, oh no, get that away from me. Like, don't bring that around me. You know what I mean? So you're going to have some unique instances come in where you're not going to have to deal with people that are like, don't bring that around me, for those of you that are quirky. And then you have those of you where you're hyper rigid. You're going to have to stop being like that. It just is what it is. Because whatever's coming in, the message here is, it's possible that if you're too rigid, and all of you are on varying polarities, like if you're not willing to do something different from what you're used to, because some of you are so quirky, you don't want to conform, or you don't want to be normal. Some of you are so normal, you don't want to be considered to be quirky. Whatever it is, if you're not willing to be open a little bit, you're going to miss out on something exceptionally great. That's what I'm telling you in all of this that I discussed. Because being open-minded, looking at it and be like, I don't know. This is your angelic support putting you somewhere where all of you works, okay? Where you're going to be at peace, where you're going to be exceptionally blessed, where you're going to feel connected. Like, this is what's going on, okay? Again, past, present, incoming. And you're just going to have to just roll with it, okay? So let me pull from this other deck. I don't even know why this deck is here, because I don't know that I've ever used it in the bird reading, but here we are. Me being open-minded, like the pile. We're going to use it for the first time. Dove Spirit, tell me more. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises going to fall into your lap, but it's not like a quickly fall into your lap. It's a slow pace fall into your lap, because you don't even realize that it's a blessing. Like, it may take you months to realize it's a blessing, whatever it is I'm talking about. You'll be like, yeah, let me just roll with it or whatever. And, if you do it and then it's like, it's, when we talk about relationships, like, oh, I think I found the love of my life. Or if you're like doing the thing where we talk about like partnerships and business deals, you're like, let me try this collaboration. I'm not sure. Oh, soul tribe. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being really dramatic, but that's kind of the bang of the vibe that's here, right? Like, oh, I got lucky with this. I had no idea this was going to be great when I started it. I was just doing it because why not? Like, some of you are going to be like, why not? And then look back on the why not. Like, that's crazy. Okay. I love this pile. That's so sweet. So tell me more about this Dove Spirit. The blessings will be revealed. Good karma, surprises, fortunate instances are coming in. I'm not taking all of that, but something is changing and transitioning out for sure. It's going to feel delightful. Okay? It's going to feel delightful. Okay? The frequency of the light supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more the light we feel, the more the light we invoke in others. Oh, you're going to be in spaces where you feel good, where you're happy, and your happiness contributes to the happiness of the collective. So like, I'm being honest with you. When we talk about, like, you expect that in love connections, but if we're talking, I don't know, friend groups, clubs, community spaces, contracts, could be work, whatever connections, the happier you are, the happier the people around you are going to be, because for whatever reason, it's that good of a connected space where all of you have to be happy for it to work, for it to be successful. Whether we're talking about just a partner that recognizes your happiness and their happiness has to be, balanced equally for it to work. Whether we're talking about a collaboration where you both realize you have to be on the same page, like, it's being on the same page and all being happy together. That's amazing. But again, you do have incoming rest where you can prioritize rest if that's been a thing. Refine, where we talk about efficiencies. Refine in a maturing sense is the most efficient that anything could be, right? Let me get this. Yeah. Blessing moon, contentment, connected, right? Delight. So at the bottom here, we do have passion where you can feel very, very passionate. All right. Now, what are we going to do? Because we're about to start layering because I only have 3 more decks. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. We'll start layering. I did bring out Melanin Pop. At the bottom of your deck, we have Spice Things Up. So some of you, this is romantic connection. And Revenge is a glow up card, okay? So talks about a glow up. That's what's coming in. Huge glow up for this pile, okay? This is a pile that's going to feel really good. Like this is a pile, if you're on that one side where it's like black sheep or rebellious or innovative, because innovation is good. Like that's going to benefit you. Like the side of you that has the innovative tendencies, even if you're not excessive about it, right? Like you're going to be encouraged to use those innovative tendencies you have. Even if you are excessive about it, you're going to be put in a position to use those innovative tendencies. You're just going to have to pull it back and stop overreacting, right? Because that side is going to be like, ooh, I used to overreact a lot. That's what I'm saying. So on the other side, it's going to be like where have all these talents and skills been my whole life? That's what I'm saying. Like the other side is like the draining vampiric side. You're going to, once you make it through the shadow, you'll be like, where have I, like, why did I never know I was good at any of these things? That's how it's going to be for all of you. So I love how everybody's going to find their place, their space. Look at you and all of your unique traits. I think that's sweet. So let me see. Tell me more about my dove spirit, please. What is this Melanin Pop? Because Melanin Pop is a chaotic energy. I'm glad I'm using it for this pile at least. Must be the truth. Because it does not lie, and it has so many personalities in the deck that anything could come out. But we do have third eye, intuition, chakra blue, telepathy, and perception. Some of you are coming from the blue jay. I did close that cycle, I'm realizing. Oh, yeah, I did close that cycle. I wanted this one. Look who's here, just to double down on that energy, that draining vampiric energy. If that's you, you're going to have to stop. But yeah, and if you're on the other side, so I've got, look what everything threw itself out. So we're talking about vampiric energy versus overextending energy here. And we've got commitment. So when we're talking about love, you're going to have to learn how to be better with your partner. When we talk about community, you're going to have to figure out how to assimilate in a community without overextending or not playing your role, right? That's the extremes here. So let me put this down. I'm going to take one more. We do have performer here, but I love that this is a pile you're going to shine. So again, the one side where you're overreacting and creating chaos possibly due to being hyper rebellious or whatever. Like I'm saying that all of you are not hyper rebellious. Some of you just overextend, right? Because that could be innovation when you're doing it too much. This is a great pile. You're going to be rested and rejuvenated. But you're going to get recognized for all of your innovative tendencies. All of you here. It's just that the one side has to figure out what the innovative tendencies are first before you can get this success, this recognition, right? Because you've got shine, confidence, musician, spotlight, dance, communication. You're going to be a star. Love it for you, okay? In a very passionate sense. And you're going to be rested. You're going to be rejuvenated. You're going to make money. You're going to make money. Some of you are going to have a very, very unique way of making money, okay? We've got performer and we've got moneymaker, okay? It does say, hold on, let me clear you up. Hustler, unique job, and sex worker. Ooh, I'm clearing energy. It's hard to and then it was really warm for like the last, I guess, 5 minutes or so. So things are heating up. So this may be energy that's really speeding through. But everyone's welcome here. So like if that's your thing, be safe, be great. I mean, it is what it is. But this just in general does not have to be literal. It feels like just really unique instances for career and ways of making money. So even if it's a side hustle, even if it's just something you're passionate about, just in general, like you're gonna find your way into some money in a very creative, unique way. I'll leave it that broad, but I do see specifically lucrative things that you're passionate about, or things that you're very surprised to discover about yourself, or career paths you wouldn't have expected. I'm moving this, but you'll be very content doing what you're doing. Okay, so let me get one more. Let me get one more. And then I'll take the bottom, because I don't feel comfortable taking the bottom without another one because of the splash that happened, right? Everyone in the world, I feel like I need to say this. Everyone is not blessed enough to do things that make them happy and get paid. Most people are not. So I'm being told to make sure you know, no matter how large or small, what's coming in for you, or has, right? Because past, present, incoming, being able to do things that you're good at, that bring you joy, right? That bring others joy, is a blessing in and of itself. Okay? Especially where you make enough money to like live your life. That's a blessing in and of itself. And the reason why I just want to make sure, because like when we say good karma, blessings coming in, and I am really overheated, I'm not gonna lie. So some of you may be overheated, like I even like start to sweat, all of the things. So that's the thing here. Just knowing that what's coming in is singing your own song, doing something that most people wouldn't be doing, whether it's just a really niche job, right? Because there's a lot of dying career paths when we talk about old school jobs, like trades and all of that, like there's a shortage on. Because I want to bring up something that's humble in nature, because yeah, everybody's like, oh, you're a performer, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and it's gonna look great. But even if it's just like a trade that like there's like a market for, that like people are not going to school for anymore, and like you may be the only one within a certain mile radius that's really like locked in, that can handle the volume or capitalize on some of the volume that the others aren't. Like I'm using that because that's a humble, like plumbing, like things like that. That could be an example of the not so flashy, exciting version of this, right? Because all of you are not going to be like the performer energy. Some of you will. Some of you are. But what I'm saying is, sing your own song. You'll be blessed in a very unique way that other people are not. Okay? I do still have the revenge here, which talks about a glow up. It says newness, revenge body, luxury, reaching goals, sudden success. I mean, this is a pile of, you're going to make money soon in a way that you probably just did not expect, and or other people underestimated you. I get that. Okay. So let me get, again, pick your timeline. So let me get this last card from this deck. Okay. Yeah. Falling into your lap. Because, yeah, this is a sensual vibe, right? It says one night stand. It says fast, sudden connections. Sex, positivity, pleasure. Some of you, it will be sensual in nature. Good for you. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Be safe, and all of the things, okay? But that's a very sudden connection. So some of you is going to happen fast, right? Or, again, falls into your lap. Like, it'll pop up on you. Like, I feel like the process may be a little long and drawn out. Like, you may not realize, like if you go to school for a trade, I want to use the humble examples because real life, right? The majority. So you're like, maybe, I don't know. I heard like my uncle was like, maybe you should get into this. And then you go and like you start studying and you're like, this not bad. You know what I mean? Like, but when you study, you're like, I don't know. It feels like it's easy. It's not that bad for me. And then you study, you start. And then you're like, oh, okay, this not that bad. And then a year in, you're like, oh, like like for example, if you're young and like you don't go to college with your friends, you do the trade. In a year, you're like making a lot of money, and your high school classmates are still in school. Like they're still in college, paying a lot of money to go to school, and like you're making the money that they're gonna owe already. And by the time they graduate, you're already like set up with a retirement plan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like that came to me. Okay. So just some of you that's a thing. Okay. So just It's unique to you, or it came to you in a way where you can take a different path and it's not as difficult with the cross as other people. Okay? That's what I've got. And it will land in your lap quickly, right? And it'll also be successful a lot quicker. Okay? It's not going to be as long. Like one night stand feels like shorter path, right? It feels like right, like it does. When we talk about academics, it feels like a shorter program. I don't know why. That's what it's giving me. Okay, at the bottom I've got voodoo, magic, practice, power, spell work, beliefs, rituals, exact energy. Like it doesn't, like it, you know what I mean? Like it's like a shortcut. This feels like a shortcut pile, but it's not a shortcut. It's just playing on your talents, your skills, your knowledge, your unique perspective, right? Because this is a pile of unique perspectives, even if you don't realize it yet, because there's a side where you don't realize you have the unique perspective. But like where you're aware of that, it's like, how do I put a different spin on this? What's innovative? What's different? What's the path other people aren't taking that I could easily take, that could make this like, and people are going to look at you like, oh, it's got to be magic, it's got to be voodoo. But like, it's really common sense when you sit down and think about it, depending on the path you take and who you are and what's going on. Because when you sit down and explain this to other people, they'll be like, that sounds way too good to be true. Definitely wouldn't work for me. And that's why in some instances it's a path less taken, because that's what we've got here. I don't know. This is a successful pile. Okay. Really successful. I don't know what's going on, because I almost grabbed that love deck and I may very well pull from it, but I need to look. Performer, money maker, one night stand, voodoo. This is a pile of attention. Okay, this is a pile of attention. This is a pile of people wanting a piece of you. And it could very well, in the most humble sense, be someone with a trade in a market where that trade is lacking, right? In a market where that trade is lacking, and everybody needs to get a hold of you because it's only one or two of you there. Okay, it's only one or two of you there that offer the service. Okay, I'm putting some of y'all on game. Okay, do what you need to do. But popularity, right? You're going to be so successful, people are going to say, oh, it had to be magic, had to be voodoo. it's not. It's just energy and knowing where to place it and how to be successful, right? So let me pull from this love deck that wants to be here. Messages. I'm telling you, it's coming in. I like to laugh about the voodoo thing because look at me, right? Because it's a thing, right? Look at you. Some of you, okay, so what I love about this pile, I do see a lot of success, right? I do see a lot of, what's at the bottom? Yeah, look at you. We're not going to develop this energy, but I love this for you. We're going to talk about a little bit what's going on. So some of you are so wrapped up into conforming that you don't know who you are. So it's hard to connect romantically. I needed this deck because that's a very important message for that shadow side. Like you need this for your development. You're so wrapped up in fitting in or doing what's right or stealing from people that you think are better than you, like, because that's the thing, trying to be like people you think are better than you, that like you don't know who you are, what you like, what you desire, what brings you passion. You just see other people with things and certain lifestyles and you're like, this is what I want because they look happy. But what brings someone else joy may not bring you joy. You see what I'm saying? And you can't connect romantically at a stage of your development where you don't even know who you are, because how somebody's gonna fall in love with you? You haven't even fallen in love with yourself. This is where we are in that shadow. This is why it may feel a little shaky before you make it to the light side. You have to know who you are before you fall in love with somebody else. You haven't even fallen in love with yourself, and they can't fall in love with you because you're not even a real person yet. You get what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about here on that shadow. On the other side, you're so busy being rebellious, and some of you go out of your way. You want people to not like you because like you're the rebel, you're the black sheep on the most extreme sense. Some of you are like hyper innovative or just slightly quirky and you don't mean anything by it, and you may not even rub most people wrong, but you're so unique that you don't think you're going to fall in love because of how different you perceive yourself as being. I got that on the other side. So incoming energy of rest and rejuvenation. So it could come after rest or rejuvenation, or you're going to be put in a space of rest and rejuvenation that you fall in love with. Like you're going to fall in love during a period of rest rejuvenation. of healing. And whatever connection is coming in will be very surprising for you. You're not going to see it coming, but it's going to be very passionate and sensually healing for you. Like, you're going to connect on the deepest level you've ever connected with someone on. I love that for you. So yeah, look at you. Look at you. You're going to be connected in a way. You may find somebody just as weird and quirky as you. It depends. Okay. Or someone that complements your weird and quirky nature. I don't know. It's a lot of you on my table right now. So let me close this out. I've got 2 more decks. So I'm going to pull from this healing oracle, to talk about that healing. Okay. This is a great energy, by the way. So let me pull. Okay. Yeah, you got some changes. You just got to be open to change. Okay. Open to change. Open to change. Feminine energy. Be receptive. Be open. Yeah, I'm not pulling any more from this deck. Be open to change. Be receptive to change. Okay. Feminine energy is a receptive energy. It talks about receiving. It talks about being open. It talks about being more community collective minded, right? It talks about being more collective minded, okay? That's what we've got, and that's what you need to do. So I'm going to pull from this last deck, and we're going to talk about some advice, and then I'm going to give you one final card that says what you need to do next. This was such a vibe of a pile, and I love it. Because even like the shadow, I didn't feel like it was a shadow that like stressed me out. Got a little warm, I got a little sweaty, but I mean, that's life. But nothing about this stressed me out. Now, if you know you're on the furthest end of that shadowy spectrum, where you have to first find the identity, I definitely did not lead with that energy. So I do have other readings where I may have. And if you've chosen those piles, then you're going to have to go through whatever, okay? Just because that's a developmental thing, okay? And when we talk about the finish line, right? Like, you got some that are halfway there. You got some that are right on top of it. And then you got some that are just getting started. The furthest side of the shadow is just getting started. So it's a journey, right? Let me see. Give me my advice for my dove spirit, please. Oh, goodness. Look at you. You're going to learn the truth about yourself, other people, and a lot of things. We talked about those owls. Go back to the owl, or maybe you're going to go to pile 2. I'm not sure. I don't like sending you there, but it is what it is. But you're being told to find love. Finding love is your advice. So I'm going to use the book, but just intuitively finding love. We talk about finding yourself, discovering yourself on that deepest shadow. On the lightest shadow, we talk about like simmering down, piping down, and allowing yourself to connect with other people on all levels, right? That's what we talk about. And then you'll realize a lot of things by yourself. Because the thing about it is you can only develop so much alone on that other side anyway. So you have to assimilate somewhere, connect somewhere, okay? Let's pull a book so we can get the advice, because we're only getting one advice card. And it's already long, so why not? Why not? Okay, pure connection. Look at me, I can't even talk. Pure conscious connection is awaiting you. This card doesn't always represent instant chemistry in an intimate relationship. It could also represent a nourishing platonic bond based on honesty and mutual appreciation. As this card also means finding your true soulmate, be on the lookout, as serendipity can bring an inevitable shift in the air that can form a spark in your love life. A stable and fulfilling connection built on trust and respect can make you fascinated with your other half, but moreover, it helps you reconnect with your true self. I embody love. So listen, your advice is literally everything we've been talking about. What stood out to me, I think it's hilarious because I mentioned the collective spaces where you're like, I don't know. It's funny because I got that huge vibe here of, I'm not sure. Here it tells you, right? It doesn't always represent instant chemistry. That's collective, professional, but especially, I guess that's like one of the handful of cards in that deck that represent actual love. I'm realizing this is a pile of falling in love with yourself and with others, romantic and not, okay? Falling in love, finding love. That's your advice, okay? Falling in love, finding love, okay? And then maybe you'll go to pile 2. Maybe you're going to go to one of those other owl spirits. I may or may not be closing out the dove. I don't feel pressured to. I came into the reading saying that I was going to close out the dove spirit, but I don't know that I'm going to like hold myself to that because it's the eclipse, it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. So let me get your final card that's going to tell us what's coming in for my dove spirit. What is specific? I don't know why I want to say specific to this eclipse. So some of you are going to find this after, and this eclipse will be a pivotal moment. The solar eclipse in Aries. So I felt like I accidentally wanted to say that. So tell me what is incoming for my dove spirit, please. You're not going to see it coming. Ooh, look at you. Ooh, look at you. I love it. So bottom of the deck is the cover of the box. This is why I bought this. Like I said it the other day, this is why I bought this deck, is this card. It talks about confidence. There's a bee spirit and a crown. I'm telling you, you've got confidence coming in, but you've also got good fortune incoming. Okay. Is that a moth? So like you may be seeing bugs, flies, like bees, moths as well. That may be a thing. But what's coming in, good fortune, confidence. And that complements that voodoo because that's a feeling of being powerful. Okay, that's a card of feeling powerful. Okay, feeling in control. Okay, so you need to prioritize finding love with yourself and other people. But what's coming in is good fortune if you do what you're supposed to do. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, my dove spirit. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2. Let's see what blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises, and any luck that's going to pop up for this owl spirit. So for those of you that are new, I do read past, present, and incoming energy. And I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. And for this pile, I'm being called to make it very clear that I am reading. I do not read beyond like a year. So whenever you find it, it's a timeless message. Within a year for you, you should see these things manifest. And I say that intentionally because I don't know what's going to come through my table. But when I cleanse and reset, I got a very grown and mature energy. And a lot of you here are very mature and all of the things, but there's a certain maturity that stepped onto my table that I don't know that a lot of people that watch pick a card readings regularly have it. I don't say that as an insult. I say that as a developmental thing. This feels like a pile of having reached a certain level of ascension, whether consciously or just by experience. I don't know. And I want to leave with that because if you feel like, that's why I say past, present, and incoming, because if it's incoming, I don't know what's going to happen within this year, but it, for better, for worse, it's just in general. Okay. So what I say that because great energy, really great energy. So I'm going to let you see all of the bottom of the resets because I was going to let you see as I do the reading, but I don't want to forget as I develop what's actually happening. So you can see here I have past, present, and future, so it would may be applicable. And then here I have leadership. So something about leadership, that's a strong, mature energy. Leadership is very grown, very mature, very wise, like that owl energy, right? Okay, well, let's go back. After I reset every single deck that I used, I even ended up using one of the love decks. I'll slide all of these over. I'll let you see at the bottom here, I felt like I got divine union, which that could be love based, but that could truly just be divine union within yourself, right? We talk about past, present, and incoming energy. So next deck, Oshun was very particular about coming out of this deck as I shuffled and all of the things. So I say that because we also got Bee Spirit, okay, here. Now, I just showed you divine union. And in this deck, Oshun represents self-love. In this deck specifically, if you're familiar with this Orisha, then you would know a lot more. But number 44, universal love, I'm seeing 4 again. All right. Well, let's keep trucking along. What do we have here? North Node, destined to have. That's your life path, your life purpose. Okay. All right. I didn't expect this. The owl makes sense, but I probably would have expected this in a different pile. I'm not going to lead you there. Upright, blue moon, believe in the impossible. Okay. All right. And then you've got deep wisdom, crone moon, and white feathers. Okay. And this is, depending on the lighting, this could be a white owl. Okay. So, but wisdom, deep wisdom. Okay. And then even here, it feels like a self-love, like being mature enough to love yourself no matter what, not care about any external love, even though I see that around. It's like you love yourself enough to where you're just naturally attracting the best things to you, because you've got this Nine of Cups here. And then I don't even know what's here. What's here? You got house, which is stable. Stable, feeling at home in your body, feeling at home in your spirit. You know what I mean? Like it's a grown, mature energy that a lot of people just in general tend to not have until you reach a certain age. So I don't know what's going on, but that's what we've got. So I know we're 4 minutes in, but I needed you to see that literally just cleansing for your pile. The table set itself. Like, okay, this is great energy, okay, for this owl, because we're grown and we don't have time to play. Like, that was the energy of this pile. And then you had a heavy ocean presence step in. So let me see what's going on. Tell me about this owl spirit. I might be talking too much because I got the little rasp that I get sometimes when I am in fact talking too much for some of you. And like when I say talking too much, I don't know who's watching that I don't mean talking too much in a literal sense. I mean talking too much, like revealing things I should not be. So anytime you hear me say that, that's what I mean. All right. Tell me about the blessings, good karma, positive surprises for my owl spirit, please. What animal spirit do we need to complement this owl spirit? All right, well, what are these? We'll be nosy and see. So here's the thing. Oh my gosh, if you go back and watch the intro, this is my tapped in, whether you realize that you're in alignment. Even if things are chaotic, even if they feel chaotic, even if they're about to feel chaotic, this is my in alignment pile, because originally, before I realized I was going to do the solar eclipse theme, yeah, it's story time. I feel like this is the pile that's going to accept that for me. They're like, yeah, tell me what's going on. I feel like this is the pile. Like, yeah, give me the backstory. I need to know. So here I did the pile, right? And when I was creating this thumbnail, I was like, oh, I'm going to just close out some of these cycles. Let me just put some new spirit animals on the thing. And I'm like, no, it's the eclipse. I should probably close some of these out. That's why you have what are familiar. Right, you have the dove, the owl, things I've done before, even a vulture. But in me doing that earlier today, I realized I never changed Pile 2's name from the owl to, like, from the parrot to the owl. So parrot was still here as Pile 2. And I said it. I actually said it in the intro. So that's a neat little thing. Go back and see. When I'm calling out the piles, it's actually have a timestamp for it, so you don't have to listen to the whole intro. But that's so crazy, and it happens to me often nowadays. But you do have the frog spirit that says to clean out the clutter. Okay, clear out the clutter and watch your words. Okay, so that is a message for you. But this parrot, it's probably, if I remember, I'm going to make sure this parrot makes its way to the next version of this whenever I do it. But it definitely is calling us, especially those of you that pick in this owl spirit. So parrots, watch your words, clear out the clutter. What's coming in, some of you, if you have issues with the way you communicate to people, that's clearing out. Like if you're often misinterpreted, people are going to understand you more fluidly. If you're often saying things that may be offensive, you're going to learn how to not do that, right? It feels like that's the thing, okay? And I actually do love that this parrot came out for a variety of reasons. And that makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. But we're going to make sure the parrot gets a place next time. I'm not going to forget. Moth, spirit, surrender now. All right. Look at you. Look at you. It feels like just surrendering and just letting things happen as they should. Moths, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I want to associate it with wisdom. Okay. Sing your own song. Okay, so there's that golden energy, because I was also going to call that out. We're also going to call that out. It's very interesting that this energy is here. I'm not going to lie. But sing your own song, surrender now. And I did want to say at the beginning, some of you are like a maturation of the dove. So like, yes, there's two separate piles, but some of you are back. That's probably why you have so much patience with me and all of this thing, all of the describing of stuff, because you're like, yeah, she knows what she's talking about. So let me just let her tell the story she needs, the way she needs to tell the story so that I get the full message. Because some of you are coming from that dove spirit. I don't know if it's in a year. I don't know if it's like back to back, but like it feels like a maturation of that energy because this came out in pile 1. Okay, so sing your own song, surrender now. And it shifted the placements. So it's saying this pile specifically, the time is now to sing your own song. It's not an option. And maybe that's the immaturity that I got. And maybe that is the shadow side, is you may not feel ready and you may resist. You can't resist God. I said it. You can't resist things that are out of your control. Surrender now, sing your own song. Okay, that's what I've got here. So let me get to it. But I'm very interested in this golden energy that's on my table. We do have crossroads. Go back to the crossroad reading that I did. Any of them, honestly, because I have a playlist. It's skeleton key readings, okay? So tell me more about my owl spirit. Pile number 2. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, shocks, surprises, any luck that's coming in for that owl spirit, please. I can't get over the parrot. Every time that happens, I'm not taking this card again. This card is like all of you collectively, something's racing towards you, or you should be racing towards something, because it jumps out like every single pile for like at least the last 2 days. But I feel like I've been seeing it for at least a week or 2. Things that have been worrying you are not going to be an issue. All right. So I don't know what's going on, but like I feel like so mysterious here with this. I don't know what that is, because I was looking off to the side because I was reading the messages I have on next to the thumbnail, the header. So something about someone feminine in nature. Okay. It could be you. It could be someone close to you. Honestly, it could truly just be a spirit guide. Honestly, it might even be Oshun. She kept throwing herself on the table, depending on your religion and who you are and what's going on. Or a similar energy, okay? Because everything is connected. But like the goddess, right? You've got this energy. And like something flipped over associated with this goddess. I don't know. But we're going to reveal it together because I don't know. I just felt the need to make it all suspenseful. So let me see. Okay. Well, we got messages for sure. So messages either regarding confusion, clearing up confusion, seeing things clearly with this cloud energy, okay? We've got a cloud. Okay. Notice this. Things are just sliding over. Yeah, Son of Wands is just like the rider. So someone's racing in. Could be towards this goddess. This goddess could be the racing in. Don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, it just depends on who you are, where you fall here. Okay. But we've got a goddess. We've got a racing energy towards a goddess and all of the things. And this is a Lenormand deck. So this is simply the woman. So anyone that is feminine in nature or feminine in expression, okay? But surrender, you're going to have to surrender without knowing. You're going to have to surrender without fully being able to see whatever it is, especially when we talk about singing your own song, okay? So I don't know what that's going to, it's going to apply to a variety of things, okay? Like this is you in some instances, this is someone else in some instances. But sing your own song, surrender now. Things will clear up later, I guess. Okay, so let me pull. Tell me more about my pile number 2, my owl spirit. I don't know. Something's taking a while. I don't know what's going on. And maybe that's the surrender now. Like, surrender now to avoid confusion. Surrender now is creating confusion. Surrender now without knowing what's going on. Just find out later. Surrender now. I don't know. Like, it's like, that feels like a direct message regarding something specific. I don't know what it is. Okay. Tell me what's going on. Okay, I'll take it. This is all of my cards. So we've got, okay. I was gonna say this feels like a stagnant energy. I'm not gonna lie. So the Wheel of Fortune is stagnancy. Okay. In a shadow sense, it could be a reversal of luck. We've got the, what's this? Eight of Wands in reverse. Something, okay, so don't be alarmed. This is not an energy of not getting luck, not seeing good luck quickly, or fast bad luck. It can be, when we have Sing Your Song Surrender Now, like, especially if you're coming from that other power where it talks about finding your identity and being comfortable in yourself, you don't have a choice. You have to figure out who you are. And the more you resist figuring out who you are, the more you're going to see bad luck very rapidly, very aggressively. That's what it is. When you're not being yourself, when you're not being authentic to yourself. And when I say that, I mean, like, you're truly just, and people that are like that know that they're like that, because the whole point is over assimilating, trying to fit in, right? Like, if you come from that, like singing your own song, you have to do it now, be yourself, or you're going to, like, get a lashing from spirit. On a lighter sense, that just feels like a delay, a block of confusion, like where you're resisting the surrender, right? Like something it's like I don't know, like the best way to describe this energy is like some of you are like rebellious. You're like, oh no, I want to be like this, blah, 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 even though it's not you. And that's why you'll get the lashing before you eventually surrender and see success and happiness. Others of you, it's more of a not yet, like waiting. Like, I'm waiting. If you keep waiting, you're not going to see things progress as quickly as you would like, because Wheel of Fortune in reverse is the stopping of a cycle. Eight of Wands in reverse means things are not happening quickly, right? Those are blockages that can very easily come up, right? So by correcting this confusion, correcting whatever stagnancy, you will see the Wheel of Fortune for the better. You will see the Eight of Wands rapidly. But what is this? Yeah, see? It's the Ace of Wands. It's exactly what I'm talking about. So you're going to get inspired soon. Especially those of you where you're feeling less fortunate, where you're not feeling as like lucky, as happy, as blessed, as you like, you don't feel like you're getting good karma. That blockage is beginning to clear for whatever reason that it exists. We've got the God of Swords. That makes sense, okay? That's that owl of wisdom that we talked about, okay? The God of Swords is the owl of wisdom. So, let's see. I don't know. I see things flipping over. I see things turning around, right? Sing your own song, surrender now, and things will flip over. Okay, flipping things around in the best way, okay? Like I said, the only shadow side of here is not singing your own song, not surrendering, and then boom, chaos. I don't want to say it like that, but I mean, I don't control, like, I'm not the all, you know? So that's what I'm seeing. So let me pull from these other decks and get more clarity. Tell me more about this owl spirit. And that's probably the maturity, the wisdom, that God of Swords. Doesn't have to be masculine in nature at all. But it talks about kind of surrendering, right? And just allowing things to happen as they need to, or doing what you know you need to be doing in the way that you need to be doing them. Give me more energy on this owl spirit, please. It's coming in. Some of you are about to see luck turn around in the best way, in a way that you didn't expect. Like, some of you are just like, screw it, I'll be myself. I'll just do, like, some of you on the shadow side, and it's not a shadow personality. Ooh, I'm talking too much. Some of you don't want people to know that. I guess it's a thing. Some of you have a pride issue. What I'm seeing is some of you on difficult times, whatever it is, you're like, well, things are already chaotic. Might as well just do whatever I want, right? Like, might as well just do whatever I want. and surrendering to just circumstances, whatever's going on. And in you doing that, not sure how it's going to turn out, that blockage of misfortune, right, especially where it's sudden, you'll begin to see that spark, right? With that Ace of Wands, you'll see some progress, okay? So let me see. Tell me about this owl spirit, please. All right. I got a very tired energy from this pile, like just tired. Oh, that's what it is. If you're coming from that other pile, especially if you're coming from shot, it's an energy of feeling tired of, I heard tired of pretending, but just tired of, like it feels exhausting of resisting, of pretending to be something you're not, doing things that don't align. Like it's exhausting, okay? In reverse, I've got the shaman, that's Scorpio. In reverse, it's resisting change. It's resisting guidance. Okay. That's the shadow, is resisting change, resisting guidance. Okay. Look at you. It's at the bottom of your blue moon. Rare opportunities. That's been a theme today. The rare opportunities. Believe in the impossible. Renewal. I mentioned exhaustion. Renewal is something, if you're tired or if you're just exhausted with whatever, I don't know what's going on. But this feels like a really tired pile. That's probably why I was getting all of that wisdom. Like it felt like an exhaustion that comes sometimes from like age. You know what I mean? Like it felt like I'm tired, like I'm too old for this kind of a vibe in some instances for some people. Like, and I wouldn't get that because I'm fairly young, you know what I mean? But it just felt like a certain, like that crone spirit that was original at the bottom, right? Believe in the impossible, renewal. So this is a miracle pile, just so you know. Because it's funny because this is actually the next deck I'm going to pull from, so I might as well just put it down. But it feels like a miracle pile, okay? And shaman kind of is a visionary, so you might not even see it coming, okay? But you do. You have the blue moon renewal spirit. So if you surrender, you'll get the renewal you're seeking, or you did. Past, present, incoming energy of transform. So where you've been avoiding change, where you've been avoiding change, avoiding messages, letting it go, renewal, and you'll see a transformation of circumstances, okay? All right. I love that came through. All right, tell me more about my owl spirit. Some of you, that maturity on the shadow sense of like, you know, that I'm too old for, is someone that's been at something for too long and it's wearing them down. I get that, okay? Because it's not necessarily a physical age, it's more of a time thing. I don't know why I'm reading the Wheel of Fortune as wasting time in reverse. Yeah. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Well, the blessing that's coming in that you may not even realize, the good luck, is, I'm telling you, like surrendering and just getting, some of you, the shadow is getting fed up with something. Like getting fed up with something and just like, it is what it is, and then surrendering, and the renewal transforming you for the best. Okay? But a personal issue does reach resolution, okay? And we've got your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah. Okay, so we talk about comfort because both the signs of Cancer and Taurus talk about comforts. Okay? Comfort, stability, home, family. I think did I not see the house at the beginning? I think I did. If this is regarding a house, you're gonna have to just let it go. Like I don't know the specifics, but I could see it regarding a house because we've got full moon in Cancer, we've got full moon in Taurus. Both of these signs rule the houses in astrology that actual rule like houses in the world, right? Astrology houses. So 4th house of home and family, and a house as a home where there is love, where there is comfort, where there is intangible value. We've got 2nd house, home as an asset, as in money, okay? Where that is a thing, I mean, I don't really know the specifics, but that I see that being a thing. So let me just keep pulling cards and see. Tell me about my pile number 2, my owl spirit, please. Someone here has to be practical in order to resolve a situation. Like, you have to be realistic in a tangible sense about it in order for it to work out. Okay. Tell me, especially where we talk about a rare opportunity that doesn't come along often. Okay, some of you, I'm getting a personal issue will reach a resolution. You have to be practical where you have a rare opportunity, an opportunity that doesn't come along often, or just doesn't come up, like that you're not expecting another one to come along, another chance regarding anything to come along. Like, move on it, okay? Because you have to be practical about it. Like, I don't know where that applies, but that's the thing, okay? Tell me. I heard, depending on what we're doing, don't try to get ahead on something. You're not going to, right? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is you're not going to get ahead on something, okay? I don't know what that is. It depends on what you're asking. Tell me more for the owl spirit. Okay, that's a maturing energy. Leo, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. All right. Well, that's that self-confidence I talked about. Leo rules personality, okay? It rules your personality. It's your solar energy, right? Like, it's how you project. Like, it's not how people see you. It's how you express yourself. It's your self-expression, okay? I don't know how that applies here. I'm not gonna lie, based on what we have. Some of you, when we talk about your actual, we talk about being yourself and singing your song and surrendering now, being who you are is doubling down at. That's the correlation, okay? That's the correlation. I got lost in the new set of cards, but the combination here is you're gonna have to be yourself, be your own person, right? And let your personality shine. Leo also rules the 5th house of home. Not home. I'm looking at home. I was gonna say children. So where children are a thing. Children are a thing regarding the home. I don't know. But we have also joy, pleasure, and things that you just enjoy doing. And that took a lot to remember that about the 5th house. So this is a pile of, maybe that's the mature nature of it, is being so serious you don't make time for joy or pleasure. That Ace of Wands is not going to have that. It's going to be a spark, especially when we talk about sing your own song that talks about joy, talks about fun, and surrendering to fun, where you're not the type of person that does that, okay? And opportunities that put you in a position to do that, okay? More and more frequently. So what's here? Air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air supports that God of Swords here. All right. Someone's going to have to move. I don't know why I got that very prominently when I saw the sky and those mountains. And that's very relevant energy here. It is what it is. But being open-minded, objective, and be willing to learn in certain situations, okay? I feel like I got, this may be my pile of people that are mature that all want very specific messages, because I feel like I'm jumping like, okay, well, let me tell this group this, let me tell this group that, let me tell this group this. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. Let me pull more. Some of you, your personality of being very open to people is going to help you get ahead in some way. The way you communicate with people, your loving, nurturing nature is going to help you get ahead in some way. Some of you need to get away from something. Okay. tell me more about my owl spirit, please. Let me see, I gotta open this up. I feel like I've been doing this pile a lot longer than I have. That's crazy. So something that's just been dragging so long, delays, just waiting. Because again, Wheel of Fortune is in reverse is not even necessarily bad luck. It's just no luck. It's just nothing. It's stagnant. It's stale. Eight of Wands would really be exciting, but in reverse, it's just it's a very stale, stagnant. So it looks like there's a spark coming in on something. Okay, and it's saying to be open-minded, be practical, and things will be resolved. Okay. That's what it says, okay? And I got Blue Moon 2 times it came out that said a rare opportunity. What is this? Earth. Yeah, it talks about grounded energy. So Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Yeah, so we're talking about being grounded, being earth bound, right? Dreams need a practical plan, and earth, same vibe. So it's basically saying like you have to be realistic in some sense regarding something. And the birds are backing me up, especially in situations where we talk about things being stale, things not moving, things being very stagnant, where you get a spark, wherever you get a spark, like, oh, I got some life put into me, into the situation, into whatever I'm trying to resolve, where you get a spark, that's a rare opportunity. Take it. Go for it. Okay, that's what's happening here. And while this feels very stale, it's saying, I mean, some of you like it's the best you're gonna get. But Blue Moon, yeah, listen to the birds. The Blue Moon, you don't even realize the Blue Moon is very great energy. I don't know why. Like even if like, you know, you're like, I don't want this. This is not what I'm looking for. Whatever. I don't know what specifics are. You know, where maybe you wanted to get ahead. I'm talking too much. Yeah, somebody wants to get ahead. You're not going to get ahead. It is what it is. So, because I hate when I get the throat thing when people, it's like you came for the reading. It is what it is. You're not getting ahead. So if there's a rare opportunity that came out of nowhere, just take it and do what you have to do. Close it out. Because it's not going to get any better. Okay. But what happens is where you're not, like, what happens is what's coming ahead. Because I know you're like, oh, this is not a blessing. This is not good karma. Well, it feels like dead weight. I'm not going to lie. Whatever the thing is, that stale situation, it could even be internal perspectives. Whatever is resonating when I say, yeah, it's been a long time. It's stale. I feel stuck, blah, 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 blah. Whether physically or mentally, it's not getting better. It's saying, take the rare opportunity, do the random thing, the spark of life that popped up. Do it or take it, like where we're talking about offers. I mentioned a house, could be selling a house, sell the house, right? Or take or if you're buying a house, you're not going to get a better deal. Like if you want the specific house, that's what it costs. You know what I mean? Like, so find another, like, I don't know, like I got some really specific instances here for this group. And this could apply to, this could be an analogy for anything it resonates for in your life. I'm saying rip the Band-Aid off. Even if you end up having to take a loss because it's a temporary one, right? Because you're stagnating to avoid whatever loss in life or within you. But like just letting go of the dead weight, right? Surrendering, you get a renewal, you get a fresh spark of life, and eventually you'll reach prosperity, right? Like getting rid, because like if it's costing you more, whether internally, externally, or materially, to be stuck, right? If it's costing you more, whether we're talking about quality of life or actual resources, then just take a short-term loss to get rid of whatever you keep feeding into whatever you keep feeding, right? The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I mean, like, being realistic is going to lead to being prosperous in the long run. Where am I going to put this here? Okay. I don't mean to sound so firm. So the reason why I have this tone is because I feel like I'm saying something someone else has already said. And I'm realizing that could be another meaning of sing your own song. So when we're talking about like sentimental value, and we talk about things that like not letting go when you need to let go, whether internally or externally, you can't, like, I feel like this is something that's been dragging, whatever situation is resonating, and like the energy on the table is patient of like, okay, this is what you need to do and this is why, but like this is what you need to do and this is why. Okay, so let me pull from this Melanin Pop. Go to the key readings. I just got Lock and Key. I actually have one called Lock and Key. It might be your pile. Okay. Ooh, it might be your pile. I filmed it yesterday, and that's so I kind of remember these piles. Yeah, go back to that one. Incoming energy of you don't own me. Freedom, alignment, and aerial fitness. Like being in alignment with things. Possibly family. I'm not gonna lie, I do see a negative karma where people don't budge. So it is what it is. That's why I'm using the tone as well. Because it's like there's a side of this pile where there's a destruction that's completely avoidable. Okay. So tell me, yeah, okay. I'm gonna pull 3. I think I'm gonna pull 3. I don't know why, but that's the number. Material, spiritual gifts, magic, presence, love. Okay. We've got gifts. I mean, it's a great pile. You got gifts coming in, you got prosperity, you got support. Okay. Some of you, what you don't see coming is truly like you just don't even see the gifts and the prosperity like ahead of you. You can't see beyond whatever the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands in reverse is. Like you can't see beyond that. And if you could get yourself beyond that, whether internal, external, or both, you'll see what I mean. Because like you can't get beyond whatever the thing is that I'm talking about. Okay. Tell me, that's part of the shaman. Like you can't see ahead of that. So tell me more about this owl spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises, and things regarding luck, please. Yeah, go to the Lock and Key pile. It talks about secrets, silence, burdens, quiet. Okay. Things you don't see coming, things that are unlocked. Okay. Would you accept? Telling you to accept. Let me see. You got secret, admirer, crush, stranger, love, daydreaming, surprises. So what I like, I'm the pauses because I'm seeing a variety of things, both personal, because this isn't a group that I naturally fall in, but like, so here's the thing that I need all of you to know. When I channel energy, right, and I'm reading the table, like I'm reading your power for you in a very unbiased way, and I never project myself onto the table. But I definitely can, yeah, you hear the birds? So I definitely can hear things, and I'm share things about myself and like along with it. So like the way I channel from multiple timelines and like all of the people that select this, like I know what's going on. Okay. Just making sure you know. Okay. So we have gifts, lock and key, secret admirer, and that's a variety of ways, for a variety of perspectives, for a variety of people. Okay, the way I said that, there's nothing, this is not a specific instance I'm talking about. But we do have like love and gifts and secrets and lock and keys and secret admirers. So go to the skeleton key reading, has lock and key. Maybe you come from those secret admirer readings. But what I'm getting here, you have no idea, just back to the reading, you have no idea the gift that's available to you by just like locking it up or unlocking whatever the thing is. Okay. Like Secret Admirer talks about surprises and things that you don't even have the capacity to see beyond whatever. I'm going to take this like that. There's a secret here. So secrets on my table twice. I'm going to take it in reverse. We've got thief. You're not going to get ahead. Whatever you're asking about. Ooh, that's the shadow. If you're a shadow in this pile where you're looking to get ahead, you're looking to get over. Ooh, I'm talking too much. If this is a group, if there's a group of you here where you're looking to get ahead, looking to get over, you're not. And this is a strong message to leave it alone. I don't know what it's about. Like it could be up regarding anything. But I have secrets here, secret here, secret here. So whatever you're doing in secret or you think you're doing in secret, I mean, at least I can see. And if I can see, the spirits can see. You know what I mean? So whatever you're trying to do in secret, stop in a negative sense where you're trying to get ahead. Because I'm not even going to lie, I see it on the table where it's bad. Like that's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's a stagnation in your life. So stop trying to get ahead and stop trying to get over whatever area I'm talking about. Okay, where you're thinking you're like getting a hidden gift, and you're just going to be like sneaky. Like, don't do that. Okay. Because this is a sneak. Ooh. Yeah. So hold on. Let me dig through this. I'm about to pull from the I'm about to pull from this healing oracle. But here I have some things here that I just want to look at. Because I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to leave the shadow side hanging like that. Because I mean, I look out for all of you just because like, I believe in like redemption and all of the things. But like, I mean, you can't like avoid whatever. But let me find the lighter side. So, and then I'll go back. But the lighter side here is blue moon, rare opportunity, like a gift, like something falling into your lap is a great thing. Like secret, right? A secret thing. So like secret is hidden. It's surprise. It's not seeing it coming, not even fully understanding it. You're like, oh, I got like the universe threw me a bone, and look, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And it working out in a really great way, right? So like there's a side of you where it's like the universe kind of throws you a bone, right? Or you find some support in someone that throws you a bone and you're like, oh, look, it feels like getting over, but I'm not. And then there's the group of you where you possibly are getting over on someone, some people in some way. You think you're getting ahead. And like, there's no confusion in that energy, by the way. Like, you know if you're trying to get ahead. Because that's why that energy kept coming through about like getting ahead. Because anytime you try to get ahead, you try to get ahead over on someone, something, or whatever. There's no doing that. Not in this energy of this table, okay? And then there's an energy of really getting lucky in a way you didn't expect. I love that. So yeah, there's a side that's like getting lucky in some way that you didn't expect, in a way that should be like thievery and it's not. And then there's the side where you're like truly just trying to get over and you will not. Okay? So stop. That's the message. So I'm not gonna, you know what? I was gonna pull from this one next just because that energy threw me. But I really was gonna pull from this. I just didn't feel comfortable pulling from this right after that energy before clearing it up. That's why I had all of the pauses. But again, this feels like a pile that's really like invested in what I'm saying. You do have building a future. So that's great. I'm telling you. So there's a side of like really exciting surprise of like, oh, that's neat. And then there's a side that's like really trying to get over. And it's like, that's not going to work out. And when you realize that, that's what the Sing Your Own Song, Surrender Now is all about. Like, so sing your own song, surrender now. Like, you're not going to be able to get over or get ahead on something. Right? Especially when we talk about it being detrimental to someone else or other people. Because like I mentioned in the other pile, the Singing Your Own Song was kind of a vampiric energy of being in collaborative spaces possibly, and kind of taking but not contributing. I use that broadly. Like it could truly just be a relationship, like a one-on-one, right? Romantic or otherwise, right? Where you take but don't contribute. And I mean, eventually the energy here is that you're not gonna like be able to do that, especially where you're actively doing it. Okay. Because we have secrets and secret admirer, so watching in secret, sneaking in that way. Okay. So let me see. What do I have here? So I don't know. There's a weird energy on the table that they want me to clarify, but it's like it's above words. So I don't know how to describe the energy. I try to be well read so I know what I'm talking, so that I know how to interpret the energy. But for whatever reason, I don't know if you're at a loss for words or what's going on. But there's like I lost the words to describe what's going on. I'll take all three of these in the bottom. Maybe this, I don't know. Sometimes these come out in a broad enough sense that like I can interpret other things. Yeah, I mean, I got self-love, which is a thing. It's been a thing the whole reading. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself. Okay. We've got ecstasy. Your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying. All right. And then you've got butterflies. Enjoy this overwhelming excitement of bliss of new or old love. I'm struggling to get this card. Okay, deeper intimacy, attraction. You know what? I got a vibe. Some of you where we talk about did I get that energy at the beginning of the talk? I think I did. Like they're saying self-love, ecstasy, butterflies. It talks about confidence, where you're attracted to someone. Your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence. Well, I didn't even realize it was on here, but there's a lot of energy here talking about confidence and deepening of intimacy. Whatever conversation you need to have with your partner or someone you're interested in, especially since I have secret all the time and secret admirer, like where you're watching someone, figure it out. I mean, that's what it says. Because I don't want to be like I don't want to be that reader that says, oh, go talk to this person. Because I'm not digging deep enough to see if that's a thing you should do. Like go book with somebody else a personal reading. Because that's a thing. Okay. Self-love, ecstasy, butterflies. Okay. I just cut the deck, psychic development. That is also a reminder that I can like see what's going on. So like if you're like trying to like I'm trying to not make this a shadow pile. I don't want it to be a shadow pile. So go back to the other readings if you feel called. Sacred space. Okay. Let me pull one more. I'll take the bottom. Tell me more about my... Eventually, you're going to have your own sacred space. So, because seeing your own song and sacred space talks about like your place, your space. Okay? Like authentically so. Oh, look what's at the bottom. Self-love. Like this is a pile of having self-love or needing to learn it. Okay? Needing to learn it. Okay? You got new beginnings. Okay? Give me one more for my owl spirit, please. Okay, two more. Got it. We do have duality. And it talks about the two sides, the polarities of this pile. But I heard this and that are true. Okay? This and that are true. So what's here? New day again and growth. So yeah, this is talks about finding your place, a new beginning, and growing as a person. Okay, what's this? Create with me in reverse. It does talk about a lack of creativity. So where we talk about that phony nature, And that stealing and draining vampiric energy talks about lack of creativity. So like I'm telling you, that shadow side, like I didn't want to make this a shadow pile, but like that side, that's a side that really has to grow and evolve. And then things will work out, because it's about finding yourself and loving yourself. Okay, now the lighter side I mentioned, things falling into your lap, really exciting things that are like rare circumstances, opportunity for the better. Okay, but I'm also seeing finding your sacred space is going to give you a fresher perspective, and is going to make you evolve as a person. So that lack of creativity will go away in a fresh space, where that's a thing for this pile specifically. Okay, this is calling me. I don't know why. I'm going to pull what's going on with this deck, and then I'm going to close it out, because I do have a deck I'm going to get advice from. So we do have releasing your ex will lead to prosperity. It will. I did get a vibe of being sneaky and watching people. Don't do that. And then playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So let me see. I want one more because the deck wants to be here. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so I mentioned some of you, okay, I didn't want to make this like a love thing, but it is. That's what that weird energy. I got the weird secret sneaky energy. Like, don't watch people from your past. Okay, like don't do that. Like leave people from your past alone, especially where they're not bothering you. And then you got release your ex, getting to know each other. Some of you are being called to release your ex so you can get to know somebody new. I got a secretly watching someone you're interested in. I think that's why they were making sure I knew, like, to make sure you, like, you think I can't see, I can see what you're doing. Like, don't be sneaky. You're not gonna get, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're saying, like, go for it, get to know the new person, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. But just don't be trying to be sneaky, because that's a vibe on the table, is to being sneaky, okay? And anytime sneaky energy hits my table, I can see. For better, for worse. So, yeah, keep an open mind. It's going to be prosperous, because I don't even know why I put that there. But just leave your past alone, okay? So let me see. Tell me more. Tell me more about my pile number 2, please. Give me my advice for pile 2, my owl spirit. Give me advice for my owl spirit. Well, cut ties is here for sure. Like, cut ties. So stop being sneaky wherever you're being sneaky. In the shadow sense, when we talk about, like, especially people, because I'm that's the love deck, but anyone from your past, like, leave them alone. Leave them alone. And then, you know, focus on your good fortune and how you could be better at your fortune. Oh, okay. So the advice is focus on your good fortune, because right now you lack knowledge. You're not very mindful. You're not very grounded. Okay. So focus on what's going to make you more fortunate. Okay. And right now the cards are saying that is cutting ties is what's going to do. Like, cutting ties with that old outdated energy is what's going to lead to, like, it's going to help you be more prosperous in mentality, right? Where you're lacking knowledge, where you're lacking mindfulness, where you're not grounded, where you lack self-love and confidence. Okay. So let me see what is coming in from my pile number 2, please, to close it out. Our final message to close pile number 2, my owl spirit. What is coming in? Creativity. You're going to feel very, very creative. Okay. You're going to be divinely guided. Okay. What's coming in? Divine guidance and creativity. Okay. But you have to shift your mentality to a prosperous one. right? Because that's a limitation where you're not seeing good fortune, where you're not feeling blessed, even where you are. You're lacking in knowledge, you're lacking in mindfulness, you're lacking in being grounded. That's part of why you're possibly being sneaky, watching people from your past. Might even be watching someone you like on a romantic level, but not really engaging. I see that in this pile, okay? Some people here on the shadow sense style, I'm going to say it again because I don't want it to get lost. I'm telling you, you're not going to get ahead. If you try to, it's not going to be good. Okay, I'm just making sure y'all know that because I really don't, like, that's important. Okay, I don't like to see people self-sabotage in that way. And that could be regarding anything, right? Because like some people think I'm just talking in a material sense, like literal thievery, like trying to get ahead in that sense. I'm talking about those of you where if you came from that other power, I talk about like plagiarism and stealing other people's energy, other people's thoughts, other people's knowledge, information, right? Because that's it. That's it. Like right now, your advice is you're getting, some of you, the advice is you're having good fortune from other people's knowledge, from other people's mindfulness, from other people's grounded energy. That's where the fortune's coming from. It's gonna go away if you don't stop. I don't know why it came through so prominently, but the other side of the pile is so great. So I hope you don't get lost here. I hope you got your message. I hope you were patient and mature enough to get your message. Okay. So I'm gonna close it out. That is all I have for you today, pile number 2, my owl spirit. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3, my peacock spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises, and any possible luck. This is a really great pile already because when I did the reset, I was like, well, let me, do my halfway point. I'm going to do my break. But like all of the reset energy as I was cleansing was really positive, joyful energy. It basically was an energy of like great opportunities just showing up right as you need them. And I also saw like energy saying like to prioritize rest and play. And honestly, some of you may need to drag a little bit. Like, I don't like to say that because I like to tell people to get to it, but there's like, if there's something you're trying to work at, something you're trying to work on, you may need to just pause. I don't know why. I can't tell you why, but when I came to start this pile, and you may still hear it a little bit, it's a little further off in a distance, but right when I want to sit down and do this pile, I basically, like, someone was like either cutting grass, doing something, some type of work outside, and it was really loud. So I was like, well, someone else is working, so I'm going to have to wait. So that could be literal, someone else is working, so you need to just sit tight. That could be someone else is working, so you don't have to. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of you just slow down and then you'll start after. That's the energy. And then I've been playing the meditative sounds for a really long time in my readings. I say a long time, it's been about a week maybe. But this pile specifically, because I'm playing like binaural beats, right? So right when I went to go put the one I was going to use for this pile, there was literally one that just popped up in my suggestions with a peacock, one I've never seen before. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the pile. This is that pile. So let me get to it. I know those of you that are selecting the peacock, if you're doing so because you're familiar with the channel, you've been waiting for this for a while because it's been coming through in some of the piles. But the last time I was gonna put it, it was like a not yet. Well, not yet. Today is the day, right? Solar eclipse is when this peacock gets to be born in the readings. So, all right. For those of you that are new, I do read past, present, and incoming energy. And I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. So I'm gonna get to it. See, you do have to take time to breathe out at the bottom. Okay, something's changing. For whatever it is, again, past, present, incoming, there's something you've been told, are being told, or will be told to just sit tight on and just take time to breathe out as things shift. Something is shifting and it's not for you to participate in. right? Or for you to be active in. So whatever delay, I don't know what that is. It's going to be different for all of you. But like, that's what I'm being told. It's not your moment for whatever reason, okay? Or if you're feeling called to pause and you're not sure why it doesn't make any sense, that's why it's divine timing, right? Like because sometimes we get wrapped up in when we should be doing something versus when it actually needs to happen. I feel like that's the energy in this pile. So let's go. Let's see. Tell me with this peacock spirit, what blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises, any luck for my peacock spirit. Something great's gonna happen. I think I mentioned opportunities just kind of showing up at you as you need it, like that kind of landing in your lap energy. I don't know that that's been true for any pile as much as this one, because I'm realizing this is the one pile that has a brand new bird. So like all of the birds are kind of closing, right? Like I mentioned, the dove may not be back. I don't think that that's true, but like the owl, I don't think, at least not that specific owl, definitely won't be back. We will be closing pile 4 with the vulture. The vulture's been here for a while. That cycle has ended, and you can see as it rises up to the solar eclipse, we see the birth of the peacock. So it's the only bird that's actually being born on this thumbnail. So I think that's interesting. Let's see. I don't know if I thought it that deeply. I don't know if I thought it through that deeply as I was making it. At least not the way that I'm saying it now. Definitely was intentional with the way I made the thumbnail though. So tell me. This peacock is something. Trust in I almost kept shuffling, I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't see it. So it came out and I still didn't see it. So some of you, something's been presented, is being presented, has happened already, and you're just like trucking along. You don't even realize that it's been presented, okay? But trust the divine detours. So that's interesting. Maybe you'll realize what that is soon. Okay, with that fox, that coyote spirit, but it does. So I don't know what that's all about. It's at the bottom. Ha, look, it's the turkey spirit. Give a gratitude and grace. So the funny part, now there is like a vulture spirit in here somewhere, somehow, but I was just gonna see if I could like find it. I'm not gonna dig for it, but the vulture spirit we have is really a turkey vulture. So something, I don't know, something about a turkey may be relevant. Okay, so let me slide. There we go. We got a coyote and we've got turkey. And you know what? This is actually a scene. I don't know. Okay, this is that pile. I thought that was the fox. So some of you are like seeing things happen before they happen. And these animals do look similar in like their eyes and all the things. But think on your feet. Trust in divine detours. You're that group that may be seeing repeating 6s and 1s. Okay. So I have a random ad in the middle of the thing in a way that I'm not used to seeing. Some of you got money coming in though. Because let's see, give gratitude and grace, trust in divine detours, 6161. Okay, so you're seeing repeating 1s and 6s, or you may be. I feel like this came out in a pile before. It feels familiar, okay? It does. It feels very, very familiar. So I don't know why we needed silence, but there's no more work outside. And then an ad popped up and I cut the music off. And the ad talks about prosperity. So I love that for you. So it's good news. But now, we have prosperity coming and silence. So I don't know what the silence is for, but maybe it's so you can really hear, so you can really concentrate. Okay? So let me see. Trust in divine detours. Give with gratitude and grace. Let me see what this next deck has to say. I heard the words act as if. So you do have the bouquet at the bottom. Yeah, I mean, it talks about gifts. So some of you are going to be giving something soon. Like some of you are going to give something and it's going to change things for you. Others of you are going to receive something that changes something for you. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. But something about the giving and the detour, okay? And bouquets symbolizes gifts. Oh yeah, they made us cut off the music so that we could focus. That's hilarious to me. Okay, we need silence for this pile because it's serious, even in the best way. So tell me more about this peacock spirit. What blessings are going to be revealed? What's the good karma, positive surprises, please? Okay, that's the last card of the deck. It talks about closing cycles. Talks about closing cycles, being deviated in unexpected ways in the best way. This card does not want to go away. It comes out all the time. It comes out all the time. You got the sun, which is the best thing. So, I mean, rushing towards something that's really great. Let me see what this is. Truth transcends illusion, nightingale spirit. Yeah, it talks, all of this is about love and abundance, like collective abundance. Okay. I'm going to get the book, but just let me get my tarot cards because the energy, this is the harvest that I was talking about. Something about this pile feels like it just wants to talk about a harvest, and I'm not kidding. Even turkeys, like, right? That's like during harvest season is when that's like a primary topic, at least where I live. So closing of a cycle and it ending in prosperity. So let me get my tarot cards. I have a gazillion decks, so we'll get to the bottom of it, that's for sure. Tell me about my peacock spirit. What's the message from this peacock spirit about the blessings, good karma, surprises, and luck? I wanted to say fortune instead of luck. So this is not a lucky pile. This is a fortunate pile. Ooh. Ace of Cups. Talks about opportunity, okay? What is this flying? I don't know if that's what kind of bird that is, but see a bird flying off into the sun. I heard the cup filleth over. Oh, this is a, okay. Look at me, I'm like not knowing what's going on. This is a card of having more than you know what to do with. That's the chaos of the working, of me finding the perfect music, and then like the ad that popped up. Because the ad talked about fortune. It is what it is. Like it was talking about fortune. So I paused it because I don't want an ad talking over me. But like this is racing towards more prosperity than you know what to do with on all planes. Not just material. It talks about emotional prosperity, like wealth. When we talk about wealth, we talk about wealth on all planes, and spirit and the mind and emotions as well. That's what this pile talks about. Okay. That's exactly what I see. Racing towards a conclusion, right? A conclusion of a cup that filleth over. And I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but that's how I'm hearing it in my head. Like it's a lot, okay? And look, the Son of Wands is at the bottom, which is that rider spirit, okay? Tell me more about this peacock spirit, please. Ooh. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Ten of Swords is one of the worst cards of the deck. So, obviously, you would be happy to see it in reverse. What it talks about is, I see two instances, maybe three, depending on how you want me to word it. Sorry, let me straighten that up. That's going to bother me. We've got an energy of Ten of Swords in reverse means flipping of that circumstance. So like if you've been in a Ten of Swords of like total devastation, total destruction, it talks about a cup that you'll never experience that again. Because I know some of you live, you know, it's been rough. And those of you where some of you are expecting that, right? Like you have a cup that filleth over and you're like, well, you know, it's too good to be true. I'm actually seeing parrots now. That's definitely going to be a spirit that comes back. I'm seeing parrots and it's very relevant. It's very relevant. So like I'm seeing an expectation of a Ten of Swords that will not occur. Not only will it not occur, but like it's going to be some sort of divine detour that ends up being exceptionally great. Okay, I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's what I'm getting. And then I'm also getting I don't know what that third one was. It probably was a hybrid of that. Some of you may be in disillusion. Some of you may be very clear, because trust in divine detours means that you can't quite see what's coming. And I say that because that's kind of how I feel. And there's no need for that. I should feel very clear. But like maybe you're like having a brand new start with these two aces. Aces are brand new energy, right? But Turkey feels like feast, okay? Like something about a detour to a feast. It feels like an overwhelming abundance for this pile, okay? So let me see. Tell me more incoming. Okay. We've got the God of Wands. Okay. And then the bottom. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Something you don't see coming in the best way for this pile specifically. Like this is a pile of you don't see something coming. Because I'm not going to lie, a lot of your blessings I'm not seeing. I'm seeing a harvest. I'm seeing a feast. I'm seeing a cup that fills over. Like some of you, it really will literally be some kind of a feast with that goblet running over and the turkey. Like some of you, that's what it is. But I feel like I got sidetracked, and it probably was when the ad hit. I'm looking at that coyote. I'm looking at the turkey. You know, coyotes are like, the story is like that coyotes go on farms and like takes people's turkeys and things like that. That's kind of what's going on here. Like, I don't know how that story applies. I will say, because of that story and the energy I have here, if there is, like, if you're a group where someone's stolen anything from you, I wouldn't worry about it, because this is an energy of something not being seen coming. And I say that because coyote stealing the turkey, right? I don't know why that story is coming to mind, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay. So I guess that's the shadow of the pile. So let me pull. I don't know why it's so quiet, y'all. I'm so serious. We've got the sun. You've got the sun. Tell me more about this peacock spirit. Sorry, let me get here so I can look at the thumbnail. The peacock is taking off. I know that they're not known to fly. They do fly. They don't fly very high, but they do fly. And for the purposes I'm using this one, it flies as high as I need it to. And maybe that's part of the plot here, is that the peacock is not expected to soar. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know what's going on. It's a very quiet energy. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is actually a great pile. So, I'm not going to take reversals here. I know that you're going to be like, oh, that's cheating. I'm not taking reversals here. I can do that in this pile because I have the lunar eclipse, which is sovereignty, which is like a royal energy. And it talks about divine feminine energy. Obviously, we recently had a lunar eclipse. We did. And so in us having that, some of you, this could be real-time energy of stepping into a very sovereign energy. Okay, let me just put this so I have space. And then I say that because we have the honeymoon, which is productivity. This is the bee spirit, which makes sense that it came out here. Sovereignty, productivity, and a maturing energy of bloom. The reason why I'm not taking that in reversals is because that's the shadow. It is what it is, of someone not being productive, not feeling sovereign. The lighter side of that is not needing to be overly productive, being productive just enough, and being receptive, because we have a blooming energy. So we've got flower, moon of bloom. Okay. All three of these cards feel like peacock energy, even in the visuals, right? Sovereignty, productivity, and bloom. This is a pile of things blooming. Okay. So tell me more about this peacock spirit. Those two combinations, the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords, feels like, oh, I can't believe something wasn't destroyed. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's in this pile. I don't know what's going on. But the beginning was like, it's a vibe. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to get more cards and we'll see. This may actually, unless this develops, it may be short, because every now and then I get a pile that's really quiet. And it could be because like, I'm not supposed to be talking too much. The answers you need are, yeah, see, I mentioned I'm not supposed to be talking too much. So I'll see what we can get. Some of you, the blessing, the surprise is you're not going to see it coming. It's going to be great though, okay? The answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini, okay? But there is something here regarding two faces, okay? Regarding the twins, two faces, okay? There's two sides. But it's quiet enough. Like, I don't know. I guess whoever this pile is for, they're going to get it. If you get it, you get it. Because it's a very quiet pile. Luck is on your side. New moon and Sagittarius. So this is actually both Sagittarius energy. Right? When you see Gemini Sagittarius, that's Gemini Sagittarius axis. Okay? So, sorry, I don't mean to like shake that. So you got one season. Sagittarius season, the new moon in Sagittarius, the full moon in Gemini. That's the same time of year. So that could be past or that could be incoming. That will be a key period for this pile specifically. Okay. For better, for worse. But obviously I do see the answers you need are coming and luck is on your side. Now there will be a shadow where luck is not on your side. And I only say that because everybody doesn't pick their right pile. So a lot of you may just end up here and it's not really your pile. And when you step into an energy that it's not your pile, it either doesn't resonate or it means that like it's not, like it's the opposite energy. And you'll know where you fall based on that, okay? And I don't know why I feel like I'm talking in riddles. I don't know. Something about this pile is all about talking in code, talking in riddles, right? But the answers you need are coming and luck is on your side, okay? Some of you are being encouraged to talk in riddles, by the way. Like you're being told, talk in riddles. Be vague. Okay? I don't know why, okay? Tell me more about my peacock spirit. What blessings will be revealed? Good karma, positive surprises, and luck. 7. Profound relationships. Intimacy, romantic partnerships. Okay. More air sign energy. It makes sense that we would get Libra, because 7th house is ruled by Libra, air sign. The one air sign of the 7th house here is Libra. Like, I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words. Somebody got really nervous just now. I don't know why. But somebody got really nervous just now and I channeled it. But Libra here, because Gemini, again, 2 times Libra and Aquarius, but since they came out together, associated with Libra, and like Peacock, it's very like Venus like energy, and it rules the sign Libra. That's why I said that. But open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. This is a group of, you will be learning and realizing some things very, very soon that you didn't see coming, for better, for worse. Oh yeah, more Venus energy, because the one cardinal sign that's ruled by Venus is Libra. It's also the one air sign here, which rules that house, okay? It rules partnerships, connections, and all of the things like that. It actually rules marriage. So I'm telling you, this is a really quiet pile. Where did I get that before? Where did I get that from? I'm trying to remember if I remember the pile where it was really quiet like that. I mean, the one thing I get for this pile is that like you have no idea what's great coming in, especially in instances where you think things are going to go wrong. Okay? That's the one dominant vibe I got for those of you that are here where it's your pile, okay? But for whatever reason, like I'm hearing a talking code message, and I don't know if they're talking to me. I'm like, I don't know how to talk in code. I'm sorry. So let me see. Some of you are very clearly, though, being told to talk in code, especially when we talk about certain partnerships or environments. Like don't budge, don't move, don't speak. When we talk about certain connections. And I don't know why, but that's a message you need. I mean, it's gonna resonate for who it's meant to resonate for, right? I'm realizing that the music stopped when we had that prosperous energy stepped in. So it's like everything stopped and everything got really quiet when a prosperous energy came in. Some of you people around you are going to get really, really quiet once you start seeing success, once you start doing well. And that's going to tell you all you need to know. Some of you, you're being called to get really quiet once you start doing well. Like don't like be really quiet once you start doing really well. Like talk in code. Like that's kind of what I'm getting, okay? Tell me more about this peacock spirit, please. Good karma, blessings, and luck and all of the things coming in. Let me get a card for this. Look at you. This is honestly, something about this pile feels very, like, I hate to use that word because it's too narrow of an expression, but like kept. So it doesn't feel like someone that has to do a lot of difficult things. It feels like someone that rests when they need to, someone that works and enjoys it, but it's not hard, it's not difficult. And if someone else is doing something, you're not at pressure, so you just take your time, you're not really that worried about it. Sometimes you're able to rest because other people are working, so you don't have to. That's what I've got for this pile. And there's a light and shadow side of that. On the shadow side of that, it's like a coyote eating the turkey, I don't know. And like that's obviously going to be the opposite side you don't see coming. But like for the most part, this is a lighter side of, okay, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You have a bloom. Yeah, because look, underneath it, you have rest. Underneath it, you have rest. So I have bloom, the flower moon, and then I have cosmic flower coming out with it. So something about this pile, this feels like a very beautiful, very attractive pile, regardless of gender. Okay. Like this is a pile of like, oh, I'm avoiding destruction because everything's great. I'm great. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it says the frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home and the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. This is a pile of just being able to be comfortable, being able to be themselves, right? Comfortable at home, comfortable other places. Like everything feels like home for this group, okay? And I don't know what that means because I kept hearing the talking code, talking riddles. So I'm clearly doing that. So if it's like, if you get the message, you get the message. Okay, you got soul time at the bottom. It says the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. This is a it's above me pile. Like this is a group of this energy is above me. Okay, where am I gonna place this? I'll just put it here. We know what that is. This is it's above me pile, right? It's like I'm mortal, but my spirit is not, and I embrace that. I don't know. Okay, so let me pull from this melanin pop. Maybe the melanin pop will help. I do have powerful woman. So it's not gender specific, but I do have powerful woman. It says strength, achievement, success, and leadership at the bottom of your reset. Oh, okay. I've got hermit, introspection, meditation, relaxation. So more relaxation energy. And hermit is often associated with like the sign of Virgo. So that's here as well. But I do have a powerful man. So look, I love that they came out together because they never do. They never do. I've got powerful woman. Hold on. And powerful man. So that way we don't have to worry about the gender specific. Some of you, what's coming in will be some type of counterpart, right? Strength, achievements, success, leadership. We've got strong entrepreneur, boss, leader, mature, empowerment. So some of you, what's coming in is a counterpart of this energy and equal balance to you. Okay? All right. I should probably adjust the blinds, but I'm not really that worried about it. I don't know. This is the problem. I'm not feeling worried about it. I'll probably do it before I get to the next pile, but I'm not worried about it. I just saw I Want You Back, so I don't know what that's all about. So tell me more about my pile number 3. My peacock spirit, please. What blessings are coming in for my peacock spirit, please? Give us some clear. Okay, what tried to come out is gossip, eavesdropping towards it. So maybe that's why I'm told to talk in code. Like, who's being nosy? Somebody's being nosy. My peacock spirit, somebody somewhere is being nosy. My guys are actually telling me, they've been telling me that for a while, someone is here being nosy, should not be. But because I got like this eavesdropping energy. Look at you, eavesdropping. Somebody's eavesdropping. And at the bottom of that, we do have a proud trophy wife, accomplishments, and status. So I don't know what that's all about, but mind your business. We do have the twin flame, intensity, healing, contracts, mirroring. I have no idea, but it's a nosy vibe, okay? But some of you, this is an energy around, like a lot of you in this, most of you in this pile, that's an energy around you, and they're telling you like, mind, like talking code, be discreet and all the things, because like, I don't know, people are being nosy. Look at you. People are being nosy. So let me see. That's what it is. They're like people are being nosy. And I don't know why that's relevant to this energy, but you got all kinds of random vague bits and pieces. I'm a little disappointed because I want the peacock spirit to be great. But if it's going to spill like some necessary information, then I'm not going to complain about it. You've got this rebound energy, short-term relationships, fast breakups, grievances, manifesting deja vu. Yeah, I mean, it feels like people are being nosy regarding your love life. You do have the house 7. Some people are saying you got lucky, or people will be saying you got lucky. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't want this. Oh, I didn't want the peacock spirit to be that petty. Aw. Let me see what else I can get. Let's see if I can ground the energy and get something actual productive, right? So tell me more about my peacock spirit. Tell me about my peacock spirit, please. Good for you, though, if you're like doing well like that. I mean, if it's that serious. Let me see. Tell me more about my peacock. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Melanin Pop does not want to talk. The bottom you got take. Yeah, it doesn't really want to tell me too much. And you know why? Because I mean, honestly, maybe some of you are picking this pile hoping that it's you. Some of you are picking this pile being nosy. Like, I don't know how any of that applies, but like the point is, I guess people saw Peacock and got excited, so the energy shifted. So tell me more about my peacock spirit, please. Time heals all wounds. You see, trust, synchronicities, healing, and divine timing. Look at you, sunflower spirit. I'll take these 2 in the bottom. Got one night stand, ugly sweater. Okay. What is this at the bottom? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm not gonna lie. This is so different for me. I'm not really feeling what's coming out. Let me get one more. I'll get 2 more. I'll get 2 more. This is the first time that I've gotten this vibe. Putting that peacock really just really threw it off. Okay, so here's what I got. Here's what I got. I've got the alien. unique, misunderstood, unknowns, mystery, intriguing. So here's the thing. Great blessings, right? Lots of luck. Things are going to go well. Like everything I channeled at the beginning and all the things for this pile, okay? Like I promise. Because with this card, sorry, I'm like starting to clear energy. So some people are here hopeful. Some people are here being nosy. And then there's this small group of you where this is your actual pile. But in the actual message of this, that's why I got quiet. It's like, cut the music. I'm like, oh no, not cut the music. Like that was the vibe. But time heals all wounds, and we have this alien, which is a foreign energy. So it's an energy of like things you don't see coming, things you wouldn't realize. Some of you are here, and it's not that it's not your pile. You're not at a level where you can understand this pile, right? You're at a point where this pile may be yours in the future. This may be your pile like in a year or two, but I don't read beyond a year, so it's not your pile yet. You get what I'm saying? Because it's foreign to you. Like the things that are available in this pile are concepts that, one, you don't understand and can't comprehend at this point in time. Also, the blessings that you don't even have an energetic alignment with, like it's nothing that you can attract to you right now, right? Like that's where I'm at, like with some of you, and why the energy is so weird and off-putting for the rest of the group, right? For those of you where you're in alignment and you know why you picked this pile and it's like truly the one that called you, you'll see. That's what it is. You'll see. Just know it's great. You'll see. But it's not gonna like, yeah, you're not getting the specifics. Not from, and Melanin Pop is really specific. Like we got some hints. We got some like, right, we did get some hints, but like for the most part, as far as me having a coherent, cohesive story, I think they're making maybe even more sporadic than usual. It's like, okay, well, if it's really their message, then they'll sit through it. Because if you're not even willing to sit through it and put the pieces together, then you're definitely not supposed to be here, because you don't even have the patience for this type of vibe of a life, if that makes sense. And I'm like all over the place. So, okay. You know what? I put these two back because I didn't understand what they were telling me. But I'm going to take them now because they just threw themselves out. We have the Hermit back. I mentioned introspection, meditation, and relaxation. Again, a very meditative, relaxed vibe. Doing your own thing, doing what you want, when and how. As an individual, this talks about being very confident and assured in your own right? Expressive, artistic, unique, fashion, courageous, trendsetter. The word trendsetter stood out to me. It was a maturing energy of a one-night stand. So, give me a second. Let it stabilize. Fascinating connections, sex positivity, pleasure. So just enjoyment and all the things. With the maturing of that, it feels like something fast that maybe you don't see coming, others don't see coming. Something that should be short term becoming long term. It could be a connection, but it doesn't, like, I don't want to make it, because it doesn't feel like that for all of you. It feels like this being something where people are like, oh, that was just a temporary. So, ooh, you know, a specific instance I just got for some of you. Some of you are going to be like, oh, this was a temporary like job or whatever. And then it becomes a permanent one. Like that's a good example, right? Like, oh, this is a temporary trip. And then you end up moving there. You see what I mean? Like it feels like, oh, some of you are like, that's crazy. How I don't know how that's possible. But that's what I mean by some of you are not even in the energetic space for this to be the things that are manifesting in this pile to be a real life. Because yeah, some of the people selecting this pile are going to be like, yeah, let me take this trip abroad. And you know what? I might stay here. Some of you are going to like take a, right? Like you're going to be like, oh, let me do this little gig. Oh, I like this. Let me just keep doing this thing. Others of you, you know, it's a connection. Some of you might have a one night stand literally with somebody and be like, oh yeah, no, that was just for fun. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, this is a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm getting. Like those are the types of shocks I'm getting in this pile. Okay. And a lot of people wouldn't energetically align with that kind of life. Because I mean, to be honest, like who's gonna like go take a trip somewhere and then be boom, I'm moving here. It takes a certain personality, a certain type of person, right? That's what I'm getting, okay? Especially when you do things like that by yourself, because we got individuality and hermit. like just on the go on your own, like doing that doing that type of thing on your own without other people, without other people's input. Because some of that quiet energy I got was you truly just being like that, keeping your business to yourself, like in that hermit individual energy, being like, you know what, me, I'm gonna just do this thing, boom, and I won't even tell anybody. Oh, you know what, I visited this country, I liked it a lot, let me move there, I'm not gonna tell anybody. Like, that's what I see. Not that specific instance for some of you, yes, but I just see that all over the place, like instances of that, examples of that, right? Okay, well, we'll pull from the left decks because we pull from the other ones. Some of you, it is a love thing coming in for sure, because courting is at the bottom, right? It says this period of development towards a romantic relationship is important. This time will help you both see if marriage is in the cards. If you're dating someone, if you start dating someone, this pile is definitely saying to kind of keep it to yourself. Like, especially if you're not the type to do that, it's saying to keep it to yourself until you're sure that it's serious, because the energy is off. Okay, the energy is off externally. I did earlier see the powerful man, powerful woman, so people may be jealous on one or both sides. Like, I hate using that jealous word because that's not an energy I align with, if I'm being honest, but like, people tend to be. So like, just keep it to yourself until you know it's serious, if that's a thing. When we talk about romantic connections, when we talk about exciting things, right, that you like to do, that you can do, that you may be blessed enough to do, keep that to yourself as well. Okay? Like, anything exciting that you can do that other people around you may not be able to do, keep that to yourself. Oh, that's the thing. When they say talking code, like, don't be telling everybody. So like, for example, if you're around people that can't do what you can, you don't need to tell the details of everything. Got a toot of confirmation outside. That's what makes sense to me, because some of you may not understand that, or won't understand at the point where this is relevant. Like, do you really need to tell people how great your vacation was if you know the people you're talking to will never be able to take that kind of vacation? That's what this pile is saying. It took 40 minutes for me to get here, and it shouldn't have. But I'm realizing by me stepping into your energy, the whole vibe was you need to learn how to, like, some of you may brag in the shadow sense. Others of you just don't know your audience. Like, lower your tone a little bit, right? Like, certain things you're doing or are able to do or are capable of doing, like, don't let everybody know every single detail, because like, even if it's not bragging, and a lot of you, it's not, you just literally lack that awareness, you lack that discernment of other people don't want to hear how great your life is, right? With the Two of Swords, it's like blindfolded. It's like it's going over your head that other people around you are not as able. That's what I got a little bit. That's a shadow, but it's not a shadow in a bad sense. It's in a, just leave it alone, because I got this cute little flower here and all, you know what I mean? Like, I got it. That's why I got a cup filling over. I got a coyote, you know, still in the turkey, right? I got a heart, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what that's all about. See, talking in code. So tell me more about my pile number 3, my peacock spirit, please. When it comes to love. Oh, okay, that's when we come to love. We got a spiritual awakening. Your partner is sensing that there's something profoundly important about this connection. So you will have a deeply, I mean, I got the powerful man and woman. I've not gotten them together in a reading before. I usually get one in one. I was going to say one in one pile, one in another pile, which I feel like I remember doing that before, but I usually get one or the other, and I have to say, hey, you just be yourself. Like, don't let the man or woman word throw you off. And then I got them both. So it could be a spiritual awakening. But I mean, I got ecstasy, right? Your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul, the feeling of pleasure, of electrifying. This is a pile of pleasure, because that word is on my table numerous times, not multiple, numerous times. Okay, so a spiritual awakening of ecstasy. Ooh, I wish I could like not be chaotic and flip it, but like by me having to pause my music, right? The Peacock is on the TV, right? So like the screensaver, because I paused it instead of just cutting the TV off completely because I'm chaotic. It was for a reason, because I'm in the peacock pile, and I never see that peacock on my TV, but I've got a peacock on the TV. That's you. I love that for you. And now I see mountains. So we're vibing. So let me get this here. All of you where this resonates is going to resonate. I just saw new love and honeymoon. So I don't know what's going on. I just saw engagement too. So some of you, this will be love based, which I mean, it is the peacock, so maybe. But this is a great pile. Be mindful of the shadows I mentioned. Yeah, it feels like a love because I've got tradition here, which talks about family, values, ceremony, generational beliefs and groups. They even got create with me, which is that energy we cannot develop with ecstasy. But I love that for you. Love that for you. Some of you where you're like, this doesn't make any sense, that I need to be like shocked and surprised about it. Well, I get a feeling, and I've gotten this energy before, this may be a shock or surprise around you, and you may be shocked or surprised that other people are shocked or surprised by this, right? Like, give me a second. Yeah, because you've got to be, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. That means like two things. I mean, Jess, some of you, this is obviously what is going on with you or an energy you're stepping into. But the red flags are also red flags around you in a shadow sense. And the people around you, it doesn't have to be intentional. I don't feel like it's intentional in most instances. It's just, it seems like you're doing well or about to be doing well in a way that a lot of people may not, okay? And you need to be cognizant of people that may not mean well. And even if people are quote unquote like jealous and they don't mean anything by it, just minding your audience and the things you say and the things you share about your life and or your partner. Okay? Yeah, love yourself first. Oh, I got an energy. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So when I mentioned some of you are hopeful about this pile, watch it. Time Heals All Wounds talks about a need for healing and love yourself first. There was a heavy independent energy here. So yeah, I got like love instances and a great partner, but I got also a heavy independent vibe, especially when we talk about from a feminine perspective. So if you know you're not in a heavy independent feminine expression and we're talking about love here, watch it because it's not right. I hate to say it like that, but like, that's why it's like, oh, talking cold. Because the shadow is that you may feel this is you and it's not. Okay. The shadow is you feel this is you and it's not. Okay. Because it was a heavy, independent, love yourself first. Where is it? Hermit, individuality. I'm myself, I'm unique and interesting, ride alone with the flowers and all of the things. Like that was kind of the vibe. And if that's not you, because this, honestly, if I had to describe this energy, this is the person, specifically someone feminine in expression, but does not have to be, that is like literally will go across the world alone. Yeah, you here working outside, will like go out and do all kinds of things alone, because that's why it's so quiet on the table. It's someone that will move around alone without other people even knowing what's going on. Okay? And if that's not you, then maybe this is not you yet. For better, for worse, I don't know. But that's where we are. Okay? So, ooh, okay, this is my, I mean, it's a peacock thing. It is a peacock pile. So I'm reaching for this deck. The future. Yeah, some of you, this is the future. For better, for worse. I say for worse because like, if you like, I don't know. I'm not developing it. They told me to talk in code. I'm not developing that. But we have the future. Some of you incoming, you have like this great connection. Right? Because at the bottom was family. And it's both black and white. So some of you like have this great connection coming in as one of those things. That's the one thing they will tell you about. And like, I got the vibe now, like, I got workings outside. Memories, fireworks. Beware of people from your past, because that's a thing here as well. I'm just going to keep talking in the riddles that they want me to, because that's where we are with this group. I don't know what happened to the pile, but the energy was like, nope. Some of you are like here hoping for something that's not what it is. Some of you are here being nosy. Some of you are here like, I don't know, like it's a weird vibe. And by the way, this is the pile after my break where I'm like completely hydrated and all of the things. So I promise you I'm not spaced out, but that's the energy. The energy was deliberately confusing on the pile. So maybe we'll get another peacock, or maybe the peacock will show up somewhere else in the future. But like even now they're like, yep, come on, let's close it out. I might not even be able to get from this deck. Magic moment. Look how it landed. That's so funny. I would be like weirded out if I wasn't me. But magic moment, puppy love. Those of you where we're talking about, this is incoming, like future shadow. She letting y'all know it's puppy love. This is a magic moment. It's puppy love. It's puppy love. You'll get your magic moment. Okay. Got dream lover coming in. We got secret admirer. I have the, go to the tulip reading. Okay, I have one that may be about this color. Go to that one. That's your message about your love, okay? This I know. Okay, so let's go to the healing oracle. I understand now that I see that. What's going on? Well, I don't want to give up that easily. I mean, this isn't as long as the other piles. Look at me. I'm like trying to go back and forth with the table. Just give me, what can we, for the energies that are definitely supposed to be here. Because because we got the shadow stepping in. And like, I don't, for whatever, I know why. There's an energy of not wanting to feed into the shadow, like delusions. Okay. So let me just see if I can get one card. Can we get a one card? No. Absolutely not. Okay. Let me mind my business. I got shut down. You see that? This is why when I say, oh, I can't rush the energy. I don't control the table. See what happened when I tried to? And you hear how loud it is now? Oh my gosh. Look how loud it is outside now. Like, it's like, hurry up and close this out. I have 2 more decks, so let me close it out for the peacock. Okay. My peacock spirit. I'm so sorry for the noise outside. That was not there, but it's like now that they want me to close it out. Gotta close it out. Okay, well, let me, those of you that decipher what messages are for you and what aren't, more power to you. I do not control the table, even when I try to. So, pile 3, my peacock, what blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises, any possible luck from this healing oracle deck. Let me know. Ooh. You got retreat. Okay. You can't see it. I promise you, honestly, it's not even sunset. It's nowhere near sunset. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this pile. Give me a second. I'll pause and I will come back because I need to adjust the lighting. You do have home and it's all good. Oh, I don't need to adjust the lighting. I'm going to be able to finish it. So I'll take those. That's what I'll do. I'll take home. I don't know why the energy is so chaotic here. Oh, that's why. That's why. Everything, it's like, okay, let me just give you what you need so you can wrap it up like I'm telling you to do. It's all good at home, okay? Now, this is a great energy, but we do have main attraction. Oh my gosh, and law of attraction. So this is a vibe, this is a pile where everybody's kind of watching you. You have a lot of attention. Like you have a lot of people that are interested in you romantically. You have a lot of people that want to be friends with you. You have a lot of people that don't like you but want to be close to you just because you're that awesome. Like that's what I've got, right? Like that's what I've got. Even with harvest, like especially if you have a harvest or you're pending a harvest, like people want to be close to you regardless of if it's for the right reasons. And that's why it's like talking in code. So it's like, don't tell your business, be quiet, keep your business to yourself. I put this in here wrong because I was thrown off by the thing. I'll pull one more because now you can see again. That's what it was. The message was to you have a lot of attention. This is a pile of, oh, you have eyes on you. Okay, for better, for worse. And it's a great thing, but it's a shadow thing. Okay, people are watching you, have no business watching you. So keep your business to yourself. Especially when we talk about new beginnings. Well, you're gonna have to make some changes, and some changes will be made. Okay, So let me get my last deck and close it out. Okay. You've got protection and financial security when I split the deck. So give me my advice for my pile number 3, my confusing peacock spirit. Look, I said that and look what's here. Concealment, mask, wear a mask, keep your business to yourself. Like, it is what it is. Because this card actually means like be open, expressive, yes, but like when it comes to like your private stuff and your personal stuff, don't tell any of your business. Don't let people know. When you're doing things, mind your audience. So like if you're talking to somebody that you know is not in a position to do the things you're doing, don't be all detailed about it. Even if they ask, like, I don't say downplay it, but like it's okay to say you went on a nice vacation and you can show some pictures without like showing the lavish spread. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to show everything. Things that, like, don't be showing people things they've never seen before. That's what I've got. Like, don't be showing people things they've never seen before. Okay? And things they will never see. Like, if you went on a nice vacation, show them like the cute little pictures on the beach. Like, show them the snack you had, but don't be showing them the like restaurant that takes months to get into and you have to have a certain tax bracket to even like look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things you just don't show people, okay? That can't. Because even if it's not bragging, it feels like it to them, okay? Yeah. You got 3. You got courage, wisdom, karmic justice. That's your advice. Willpower. Go out and get yours. Right? Go out and get yours. Look, I can't even. Courage, wisdom, right? Be courageous in getting what you want, doing what you want to do. Like, don't be scared to do anything you want to do. Be wise, have the discernment, right? What's yours is yours and can't be taken from you. Okay? Willpower. Now, what's coming in for peacocks? And I keep dropping things from the table. You'll be creative and you'll have balanced emotions, okay? That's too vague. Just give me another thing, please. Because even everything about what you have coming in is vague. It's almost like, okay, I don't want the audience to see what pile 3 has. That's what I'm getting. It's literally like, oh, I don't want the peacock spirits business in the streets. That's what the vibe of their table is. Like, I don't want people knowing what's going on with the peacock spirit. So let me see. And I know why, okay? Let me see. What's coming in? That was so shady. That's so shady. Ooh, that's so shady. You want to know what she got to say? What she's saying? She was like, okay, you want to know what's going on with the peacock spirit? What's coming in for the peacock spirit? Peacock spirit is living their destiny and they're having a blessed day. Peacock spirit is living their destiny and having a blessed day. Okay? That's all you need to know. And if this is your pile for real, and a lot of you it is, you're facing your destiny, living your destiny, is everything good, okay? And just mind your audience, okay? So that is all I have for you today, pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4, my turkey vulture spirit. Let's see what blessings will be revealed, what good karma, positive surprises, and opportunities for luck. For those of you that are new, I do read past, present, as well as incoming energy, and I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. And I'm really excited for the energy. We are closing the turkey vulture. I'm not saying it's never going to come back. It most likely will at some point. But as far as it just being this journey that it became, we're going to close it for this eclipse. So I guess when it comes back, if it comes back, it'll be a whole new vibe. I don't know. But I do have the Spirit Animal Oracle and I cleansed it and then I started sliding cards. So if you came from the Owl Spirit, welcome. Some of you, there may be owl spirits. I mean, there may be, I said what I needed to say, right? There may be owl spirits on the channel for you, especially if you're new. I have more than one. I think I have 3. But there is one in the same reading, so maybe that's yours, or maybe one of the other ones is yours. But just go to the one that called you. There is a playlist on the channel. Also, those of you selecting this pile, you see things really clear. You see things clearly, especially when we talk about a rebirth being assured. I slid your deck, right? And then I saw watch and wait. And then I saw when I just picked it up just to be nosy. Now is a lucky time. So that's what I'm getting for this group. That's the energy I'm getting for the group. And you know, watch and wait is a thing. So I don't know what you're watching and waiting for, but I'm not gonna drag. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I think it's hilarious because between this pile and the last pile, I fixed the lighting. So like something about that last pile was illusion based in some instances, because I think it had a smaller audience than the amount of people that were actually picking it. That's the vibe I got, because now the light is so clear, like it's so clear. And look what's back. So yeah, I mean, something about the vulture spirit is about to be very interesting. So let me see. Let me get a good shuffle since I had all those cards that were showing themselves. And then we'll get to it. Tell me about my vulture spirit, please. All right, that's enough. All right. Tell me about the vulture spirit. I knew this would happen. Let spirit be your guide. I will take it. Trust in divine detours in reverse. I'm so confused. We're going to let the other card speak. This card came out in the previous pile. I don't want to reshuffle. You got the parrot here. Okay, yeah, nah. Watch your words. We're fine. Trust in divine detours in reverse. Let spirit be your guide. This is exactly the energy I expected from this pile. Let me just sit with it. Divine detour, trusting in divine detours in reverse feels like you kind of can see what's coming a little bit, okay? So it's like, let spirit be your guide. You don't have to trust in divine detours in a sense. Let me keep pulling. You have the star here. Tell me more about this vulture spirit. Wow, I almost like burned that card. The sun. And very relevant. That is the honeybee sunflower candle, okay? So the sun, the most positive, one of the most positive cards in the deck. You do have the mice. So you may be seeing repeating 2s and 3s, okay? Or the number 5 may be relevant because we've got 5, 32 is 5, 23 is 5. Very, very relevant with that sunflower energy, okay? The sun in mice feels like a lot of attention that you may not want. Doesn't mean that it's bad attention, just feels like attention that you may not want. So what is this at the bottom? A lot of confusion. Yeah, okay, so it's similar energy to the last pile. And I get it, but it takes the fun out of the reading. It does. But it talks about confusion. It talks about a fog. It talks about hidden things. Right? Because clouds are where things are foggy and not clear. Mice are pests, right? And then the sun is where things are bright and vibrant. Okay, it kind of says that mice kind of are attracted to the sun and kind of like to cause confusion. Now I know we talk about blessings, good karma, all the things, but that's just a message that's here. I actually get you're not going to be detoured to those types of energies if that's been a historical thing. If it's a thing you've been worried about, whether it's been historical or not, you're not going to have to deal with pests anymore. That's a very, very clear message. So if that's the thing you've been concerned about, do not be concerned. You're not going to be the detour. So with trust in divine detours in reverse feels like you're not going to be detoured towards confusion for the sake of lessons anymore. Ooh, this is that spiritual ascension pile. I got it. Like, let spirit be your guide. You don't have to detour through chaos for a lesson. Okay, I want to show you the book just in case you want to see. I mentioned that the sun is a yes, and the best card: victory, success, good fortune, recognition, happy energy, positive outcome, right? It's a great energy. And then I will let you see the mice, right? They cause disease, right? They cause disease. So again, you got this, you got success, and you got disease and confusion. So, oh, okay, all right. Let me get to this. Clouds. I'll let you see that, and then I will break down what just hit me. Okay, you just can't see through clouded vision. Blah blah blah. Yeah, chaos. Don't worry about your blessings. If you have blessings now, if you're anticipating blessings, even if you're not, I'm telling you, this is a pile that's going to be blessed. That if you're not already, this is a pile of blessings. Don't worry about it. Don't be scared of chaos in taking over your blessings or losing your blessings where, you know, like, because trust in divine detours, you're not going to be deviated in a chaotic way where you lose your blessings. Okay? That's the thing. Okay, let spirit be your guide. You don't have to worry about being deviated in a way that sacrifices your blessings. Okay, you're only going to be led to blessings. That's what this file needs to know. All right, let me pull. You close the cycle. So if you've been a type of person that needs to learn through chaotic lessons, or if you've constantly been surrounded by chaos, you got the Nine of Cups. It talks about personal fulfillment and contentment. You don't have to worry about that anymore. What is this? Because it's 3 of them in reverse. You're not going to have to be strong. You're not going to have to constantly grow. You're not going to be stuck. That's what I've got. And when I say constantly grow, growth is good. But I mean like constantly having to start a new cycle, constantly having to start a new journey because of chaos. That's not going to be a thing. That's what I see, because I got this personal fulfillment. You've reached an era or are reaching an era of fulfillment, okay? On an individual level. All right. So tell me more about my vulture spirit, please, with blessings, good karma, positive. So honestly, that's the best positive surprise. It's like whatever your spirit guys got going on, they're like, listen, things are great, about to be great, going great, and any past chaos, confusion you're used to dealing with, never again. I mean, I don't say never again. Life is life. But like, I don't know, this feels like a group that has had like some troubles that it's like, oh, it's got to be a karmic cycle. It's got to be a lesson. And like not having to go through those lengths again. Yeah, see, you don't have to deal with that. You got the Lovers at the bottom. Yeah, that's what's coming in. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4. My vulture spirit, please. Oh yeah, especially when we talk about love and chaos, because that was very chaotic combination. You've got the High Priestess. That's a certain level of mastery when we talk about spirit, when we talk about growth as someone that kind of understands what's going on around you, right? Let spirit be your guide. You have the High Priestess, being able to trust your instincts, your intuition. The High Priestess stays ahead of mice. You see what I'm saying? Like the High Priestess doesn't worry about mice because the High Priestess can see mice a mile away, okay? So let me see. I didn't expect these last 2 piles to be as chaotic as they are, but they are. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, look at you. 3 of Cups, celebration, enjoyment, right? Socializing, just having fun, enjoying life. You've reached the stage of enjoying life. If that's not been a life for you, I mean, you picked the Vulture. Most people that would pick the Vulture would have picked it for some difficult reason. This is a pile of, you don't see it coming, especially with the High Priestess, some of you, because you may have not stepped into the energy, but you're stepping into an energy of like pleasure, joy, comfort, celebration, camaraderie, I heard, okay? Or have. and you're waiting for it to go wrong, you don't have to wait for it to go wrong. It's not going to go wrong. This is a pile of waiting for the divine detour, things to go chaotic. You don't have to, okay? There we go. And I'll take the bottom. Yeah, look at you. Look who wants to be here. So the Strength card talks about patience and things being stable and secure and just knowing how things are supposed to go. The Nine of Cups is that personal fulfillment I talked about. Strength is Leo the Lion. It is, it talks about joy, pleasure, enjoyment. It's the 5th house of all of those things, and entertainment, being entertained, right? Being fulfilled in life. That's the energy of this pile, okay? That's the energy of this pile. So I love that. I love that. So let's see the bottom. The Chariot. Yeah, so emotional fulfillment. Chariot is ruled by the sign of Cancer. 4th house, home, family, comfort. Okay? Feeling really good. Okay? That's the vibe. Feels like summertime. So I don't know. Oh yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to the sun. I was just comparing Cancer season, Leo season with the sun, like with summertime, and then you have the sun. So yeah, look at you. That's the vibe. So maybe that's the timeline. That's where you'll really see this, or you'll really be like comfortable in this energy, right? But that's what I feel. That's what it is for you, okay? All right. Envision, yeah. Envision. So tell me more about my vulture spirit, please. Yeah, you don't see it coming. That's so cute. A maturing energy of the bloom, okay? You got a flower moon. So you're really blooming, or have bloomed, or will bloom by some point, where in a way you don't see coming. Like you've bloomed or are almost finalizing a process of becoming a bloom flower in a way you haven't expected, with this wild card, the super moon, this wild card. So this is exciting, okay? Some of you, the wild card is that you're not gonna have to take a detour. You're not gonna have to shift or pivot in some way, okay? Like this is a pile of, you're thinking, this is a pile of being used to having to shift and pivot in some way, and like, you're not gonna have to do that anymore. What's this? Oh yeah, it's really little foggy, huh? That's okay. You can't see clearly, and that's okay. So let me keep pulling these cards. Some of you, it will be love, or just partnership based with that new moon in Libra. Like some of you have finally found like your companion or your partner, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic, and you're like waiting for it to go wrong. You're like, no, it's not gonna go wrong. It's fine. Okay, that's the energy you're stepping into. Didn't see it coming with the wild card for sure. Work through your fears. Yeah, this is a pile of being scared. Work through your fears, the moon in Scorpio, because being afraid, and anticipating change, anticipating things going wrong with that Scorpio. Make sure you're choosing your right piles, because there's no reason for this to be doing that, because I adjusted the lighting. But communication is key. Okay, yeah, it's doing the thing. Yeah, communication is key. Work through your fears, okay? Some of you need to have a conversation you're very nervous about having. Okay, I don't know what it's regarding. It could be regarding anything, but because you're nervous about it, don't worry about it. It's nothing to be afraid of, okay? Why am I I'm grabbing, you have emotional release. So I'm grabbing this deck next, and I split it, and you've got joy. Love that for you. That's that pile. I'm gonna go in the order. This is that different pile of wanting to do things differently. I love that for you. We have another number 5 card, which says psychic development. Okay. Let spirit be your guide. So let me get this, because I'm supposed to be finishing this stack over here. But I'm gonna cut through here and see what's going on. Burden. Okay, what's that all about? Okay, some of you have a burden that you feel you have and it's not real with stripping illusions. So some of you are making up burdens. Some of you are worried about like burdens that, I mean, it doesn't feel like your burdens are real. I hate to say it like that because I don't know what's going on. But I know that vulture spirit is a very unique spirit and I'm trusting what it says. So, like, don't eat me up in the comments because it says some of you, the burdens you're thinking about, especially when we talk about fear of communication, you're making that up in your head. It's not real. Okay, so when we talk about burdens and stripping illusions regarding working through your fears in this communication, take it as it resonates, okay? Because some of you, what you're really worried about, is nothing to really be worried about. Okay, especially when we talk about communication. So we do have conjunction at the bottom, a union, emerging and coming together. Yeah, you're not seeing things clearly because I explicitly, before I started this pile, adjusted the lighting, tested the lighting to make sure that this was clear. And I have the right side of the table that's clear and the left side of the table that's not really all that clear. And honestly, it could be that flame, which I'm not blowing it out. It's fine. But the left side is like associated with your receptive side. So you have issues with your receiving side as well as your, makes sense. It makes sense. Because I feel like your left side, yeah, I got to do the confirmation. The reason why I say this, because I'm going to put this down. I remember reset. I remember your reset. Look what's at the bottom. Divine masculine. So this is a side that has issues with the receiving side, okay? This is the active principle. So like it's clear on the active principle side, but it's like all blurry over here where you're supposed to be receiving. So figure that out because that's not good. Yeah, 8th house, you have to change that because that's going to create debts and issues where you don't need them. It's going to create confusion where you don't need it, okay? So, because this is a pile of everything's amazing. Everything's going to be amazing. Things are going to get progressively more amazing. I don't know what's going on. So tell me more about the vulture spirit. What do we need to know? All right. I'm excited for that. We got passion here. Because we got cash. Look at this. Look at this. Confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Fire. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius based energy. And I'll put it here. Yeah, go to that owl. Go to that owl, go to pile 2, or go to whichever one called you, but it's the structure, discipline, life, mission, accomplishments, and career. So especially where you're worried, where it comes to your career, don't worry about that. Because some of you are worried specifically about your career, because that's 10th house, right? Some of you are really worried about like Saturn-based things, like Saturn Capricorn-based things, which talks about lessons and karma. That's what that is. Trust in divine detours in reverse. It's like, oh, I don't trust it because I'm waiting for karma to hit. I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you really have karma that's going to hit, because who am I to say? But like for the most part, this feels like a pile. If you're picking your right pile, it feels like a pile where you're fine. Okay. Let me see. I'm not gonna lie though. Once I really sat with it and looked at it, some of you where you know you like. I mean, you know, I don't know you. You know your lives. A lot of you, some of you know your lives, and I don't want to like feed into those of you that are really paranoid. But some of you, like, you know what type of life you've been living. If you truly feel like you're like about to have some negative karma hit, that could be why the trust in divine detours, and the wild card. Like, you're gonna make a move, and you're gonna feel like it's the right move, and then boom, it'll hit. You won't see it coming. It'll be a burden once the illusion wears off, or that happened. Because I see that now. I did not see that. But now I do. I wasn't worried about until this card that Lord Saturn hit. I see that for some of you. Like, well, you know what life you've been living, okay? You know what life you've been living. So don't worry about it. But there was a group where that came through. And I'm not used to seeing that in this kind of pile. But that's okay. We're not going to stress about it. I say that because I know there's a group of you that, like, the group that I mentioned, they're here watching their wrong pile. Okay, or they're here and this is gonna come after whatever happens, like, because you don't like it with karma, you don't have negative karma and then it's negative karma for life. Like, if you like learn the lesson, you move on, you live a great life. So I just don't want those of you that have been through hardships whether self-imposed or not, like, because some of you were targeted, some of you made poor decisions, some of you both. And I don't want you to like overreact where you've had a difficult past to me saying that, because the ones that I've said that to, they know. Don't overreact. This is a great pile, okay? It's not you, it's not all of you. So like I feel bad that I have to say it, because I already know this is that pile that's going to overreact by a lot, right? Especially when we talk about communication. Those of you where you struggle with communication, right? You've got communication 2 times on my table. Tell me more about my pile number for my vulture spirit, please. Because this is an energy of some of you are paranoid. Tell me about my vulture spirit. Let me see. I'm trying to like get, okay, blessings, good karma, positive surprises, and possible luck. Tell me about a vulture spirit. Let's take it, Earth. So this came out before, okay? But we'll take it. It's a grounded, stable energy. That's what you need to know. Okay, the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of nature. This is a pile of a beautiful life, okay? Gaia. Look at that, Earth and the world. Gaia is basically the world. It's like the same vibe. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe who birthed us all. Listen, this is a beautiful life. This is the pile of not needing to be scared, of living a great and beautiful life. I don't know what to tell you. It's a great and beautiful life. So let me pull from Melanin Pop to see what it has to say. Like a great and beautiful life. Like, I'm ignoring the shadow. I hate to say it like that, because I know that the lighter side is gonna just assume that they're the shadow. I could tell. I know this group. Because I can feel it already. I've already felt it when I said it. But like the group that needed to know that they're on the shadow needed to know, because like I don't know. Because honestly, you want to know how to know if you're on the shadow. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The shadow is a new shadow. Like not a new shadow as in like you've been doing new things that are bad or whatever, and like you're gonna get, I mean maybe, I don't know, it's a new shadow in the sense of like something new is happening with you. I don't know what's going on, like you feel like you recently or are about to step into something really, really great, and I hate saying that because I know some of you on the lighter side might be, but like it feels like a shadow of I got over, I just stepped into something great, I'm up, and like you feel like you made a move that was really, really, really positive after you feel like you got over, but like you're gonna realize that it's not you. Like the illusion's gonna wear off and you're gonna realize, oh, this wasn't the right move, or this is bad, or ooh, this is my karma. Like I don't really know, but it feels like, you get what I'm saying when I say like a new shadow. For the most part, when it comes to the lighter side of the pile, to know that you're there, Earth and Gaia are stable. The universe has always been here. Earth has been here for a millennium, like you know, long time. It feels like on the lighter side, for the most part, a stabilizing of an energy. So even when we talk about something that's new, it's a progression. You get what I'm saying? Like a progression. I don't know how else to describe it. Like if you're running from something, you know you're definitely on the shadow. Like, because that's what I got. I got like the shadow is kind of like not like trusting in the divine detours, like taking a detour you shouldn't have taken in that reverse, right? And realizing it's a burden when the illusion wears off. That's the shadow. But yeah, on the lighter side, I mean, it's like a rags to riches situation. We got self-made, abundant, rich, full circle, changes, and joy. Okay. Like it's a long time coming on a lighter instance, okay? Distance, travel, time apart. That's what I'm getting, okay? So tell me more about my vulture spirit. What blessings will be revealed with good karma, positive surprises, and opportunities for luck? I'm being told, ooh, where did that come from? I mean, it's the vulture spirit. It's a very honest energy. It's a great a vulture is a great energy. A lot of people don't realize that it's a great energy, but because of people's perception of it, it's looked at differently. If you have like if you overindulge, right? Like when we talk about habits and addictions that are not good. When we talk about current or incoming situations, because stripping illusions feels like a sobering up almost. It's like a sobering up. So like it's like when you sober up, you realize, oh, this wasn't the best thing to do. Kind of a vibe. Okay. So those of you where that's not a thing, then it's not a thing. You're on the lighter side. But the shadow side feels like someone that's doing something or did something that they just didn't make a clear decision on. Right? Like, for example, like a good decision, like, because I'm getting like a detour where you're like being led somewhere for the best way. And I'm getting a vibe of some of you being led somewhere in the worst way. Okay. And that's the shadow. So like on the light side, like if you prayed about something, you got like divine guidance, like clear, and like you were very sober and like level-headed in whatever you're doing, then lighter side. Right? That's what I mean by like some of y'all overreact. Because yeah, even we got like tradition here, family values, ceremony. Where is it? See, because I keep getting that not seeing things clearly. Generational beliefs in groups, balance, care, respect, reciprocate, grounded worth. Make sure you're understanding anything you see, anything you sign, all of those types of things as well, right? Because I'm getting a vibe of like someone that wears glasses, looking at something without their glasses on and not seeing it clearly. Okay, so tell me what blessings will be revealed, good karma, positive surprises. I hate that the shadow came out. I'm sorry, y'all, but the reality is if people picking the pile knowing that they've been doing crazy, chaotic things, especially where they've been doing things that like would, in a negative shadow sense towards other people, and you're picking this kind of a pile, like I'm an honest reader and the energy channeling through me is not gonna lie to you. Like if you're picking a good karma pile and you know you got nothing but like something else coming your way, then like why are you here ruining it for other people? But I don't want the lighter side to overreact. So just let me pull from this deck my vulture spirit. Some of y'all might actually like this and be vibing, because the people that pick the vulture spirit tend to be really excited. Like, yeah, that's right. You let them know about their negative karma. You tell them, and I can't wait till it happens. Even though like you don't know the people, you're like, I don't know the people on the shadow side of the pile, but I like to see people get what's coming to them. That's the vulture spirit. That's chaotic. I do have other readings. I have like other bird readings. I have skeleton key readings. You probably do better at the skeleton key readings if you are on the shadow side. So tell me more about what blessings will be revealed. Good karma. Yeah, this card definitely wants to be, but you know what? This is my pile of kind of knowing what's going on. And that's why I want y'all to stop overreacting on the lighter side, because you know what's going on. I had the owl spirit at the beginning that said you see things clearly. I did. And I also have spirit be your guide. Like you don't need to be led because you can see. Because you have manifesting, deja vu, patience, and blissful. You have a dream life coming in. You have a life that you've been wishing for, hoping for, praying for, manifesting. Especially where you've been taking active steps, active measures towards those goals in the most healthy sense, in the best sense. Because look, it's followed by intuition, chakra blue, telepathy, perception. It's the third eye. You can see. Okay, anything regarding your eyes, anything regarding like your third eye, which when I say eye, I mean your spiritual eye as well as your physical eyes. So like third eye is your ability to perceive things, your intuition, right? Your physical eyes, obviously your physical eyes, anything regarding all of that, healing, clearing, developing, right? That's what I see. Okay, so let me get more. Tell me more about my pile. number. Red flags did come out in the last pile. Where is it? Caution, beware, toxic warnings, danger. Yeah, so I'm telling you, it's also blatantly obvious energy on the license. On shadow side, it's the warning of, you ignore red flags, you're going to learn a lesson. And then the good things are coming. On the lighter sense, you will have the discernment, the third eye perception, the introspection, right? You'll have the perception of the hermit, the wisdom of the hermit to avoid that type of thing. Okay? Like you're going to be led by spirit. You're not going to be caught slipping. Okay? You don't have to worry about that. Okay, tell me more about my pile number 4. My vulture spirit, what blessings will be revealed. Right? You're not going to have to worry about red flags. So that's that energy where I was like, oh, you're waiting for the ball to drop, right? Like something negative to happen because it's feeling too good. On the lighter side, that's not the thing, okay? Watch your, I don't want to talk about it. Watch your romantic partners on that shadow side, okay? Rags to Riches wants to come out again. I hate that the shadow is coming out because people are picking piles and it's like they know, like I don't know, the Eclipse and the Retrograde is like coming back. Yeah, see? Because the 2 cards coming out, regrets, and I mentioned like addictions or in overindulging and making decisions while in that, right? While under illusion or even just recovering from illusion. I don't know, right? Because I don't know about y'all, but like, for example, if I overdrink, like we've all done it, most that if you drink, you've done it before. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's like well, depending on what it is, like I'll be tired the next day. Like I can't like, make like major contract based decisions. Like if I'm having an easygoing day the next day, then I'm fine. But like I would never like be drinking and then like knowing I have like a chaotic meeting and or like paperwork the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's just, I just couldn't, right? But I don't judge those that are in a situation where that's what you do, or if you have the ailment of the addiction, right? Where you can't control yourself. I got that. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting trying to make decisions in a situation where you're either, and it could even be exhaustion and being tired. Yeah, that's not good. Okay? Confident, shine, musician, spotlight, dance, communication. Yeah. Performance could also be a phony personality too, like someone that's like putting on a show. So watch that as well, where that's you. Wild card is back. I'm gonna take it because it took itself out, but we've got vampire. Yeah, I mean, what happened? Oh, the parrot's here. Bright, vivacious, happy, loud, colorful. We'll take it. We'll take both wild card and the parrot, because the parrot actually makes sense being here. But look at this. Shocks. Surprising. You're not going to see it coming. Something really chaotic in the best way. I'm going to shift to the lighter side. But you got 2 wild cards. I love that because I always see both cards, but I've not gotten them together. So yay, you. I love this vulture spirit. The fact that the wild card came out 2 times for you with the parrot. We're going to have the parrot soon. I think the parrot coming out so many times is its way of saying it wants to be here. It's shown itself in 2 different decks, which I know why. It makes sense why. But that's going to be one of the next spirits that's reborn. That's, not reborn. That's born in the reading. So it's got to be here. It's got to be here. We've got Do You Remember? Memories, Past Lives, Karmic Soulmates, Reminiscing. Okay. We got Voodoo. Magic, practice, power, spell work, beliefs, rituals. Yeah, I mean, this is a heavy manifesting creative energies. I mean, it is what it is. It's coming in. You've got third party player, indecisiveness, disloyal. What is this? What is this? What is this? Watch it on the shadow side, because the shadow side is really trying to force its way in. Like, I don't know, some of y'all come here with a certain energy and the spirits are like, nope, we don't even care about the light side. We just want to like throw it all at the shadow because we want them to know that like it's gonna be bad. And I'm like, oh, well, don't do that to the lighter side. Look at me. I'm like, don't do it to the lighter side. Let the lighter side get their good news because they're already like chaotic and paranoid. So let me get one more card. The lighter side, so good. I'm not even gonna lie though. Like, it's amazing. That's why the shadow is so dominant, right? Yeah, like the birth of something. Like the lighter side is like magic, literally like magic. There's multiple instances, okay? And that addiction keeps coming out. So where you have that, that's definitely gonna put you on the shadow, okay? And I don't want y'all to overreact because I know a lot of y'all, because I think I followed this vulture spirit because I took a liking to it just because I knew like people would not really pick it like that. So I was always like tuned in to see what I was gonna say here, because I like it and I love a good redemption arc. Those of you where this is your history, this addictive energy, don't worry about it. This is you like clearing that out, like especially in a shocking way. You're not worried about it. So like, don't, when I'm saying that, I'm not talking about you just because maybe that was your past, unless you're still stepping out of it. Like if you did some stuff, you know, while you were in this and you never like either made it right or like, you know what I mean? Like if you never like finished this cycle, then I mean, it is what it is. But for the most part, this is behind you, if it's behind you, okay? Yeah, we got time apart, boundaries, no contact. Student, rags to riches is here. We got twin flame, okay? Yeah, we got healing, twin flame, rags to riches, student, give me space. So many cards, I know. I will say some of you, there's someone thinking about you if you haven't seen them in a while. Would give me space. Okay. Might even be watching you on social media. We got instances of that in multiple piles. That's why I like that. That's why my head went there, because I saw that already like multiple times today. So let me pull from these love-based decks. You got some great energy though. What's coming in? Great energy. In the most shocking ways. What did I say? I knew I'm not crazy. I'm gonna take so I don't know, y'all watch it on that shadow sense. Y'all watch it on the shadow sense, because this is my second time I've gotten a third party instance. Okay. On the shadow sense, they're trying to tell you something, okay, romantically. I didn't want it in my pile with my vulture spirit, because my poor vulture spirit tends to go through a lot. But like this third party energy, I mean, it is what it is, and you watch it. But I have laughter, I have vivid dreams, right? So you're gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of laughter coming in. This is a pile. I love this pile for the reason that I feel so like, not sad, but like this Nine of Cups and this laughter feels like a pile. You just want to be happy. Like you don't want like all kinds of stuff. You don't necessarily want like all kinds of chaotic things going on. You just want to feel good. This is a pile of just wanting to feel good. Okay, on a lighter sense. Yeah, I got the confirmation outside. So you're going to get that for sure. And that's why everything is like wild card, wild card. You're going to get more than you even expect. It's going to be great. You got rags to riches. You don't even realize. It's going to be like magic, love, all of the things. You're going to have so much more than you want, because you just want to be happy within yourself. And by you aligning with that energy, you're going to get so much more. I promise. It's going to be great. Because look at this, right? Manifesting and then dreams. Some of you literally, this is my sweet pile. That's why it's the vulture spirit, because this is literally just wanting to get a good night's rest, being able to sleep peacefully, not having difficulty sleeping. Oh, you're going to get it. I promise. It's here. Right? It's here. Okay. You're going to have a lot of spiritual downloads to help support you on your journey. Let spirit be your guide. The owl spirit said you see things clearly, but you're going to get a lot of downloads in your sleep to help you make the best decisions. Okay. So pay attention to your dreams and make sure you're doing that sober where you have difficulty with that. Okay. Yeah. Because some of you have difficulty with that or have had that difficulty historically. Okay. All right. We got exciting news though. Yeah. So it says good news is coming your way, whether it be a pregnancy, an engagement, or moving in together. Get excited to celebrate. So yeah, I mean, just feeling good, being excited about everything. Life just feeling good. Let me pull from all of these other decks since I did any other piles, and I'll close it out because this is the shortest pile. You might be getting to know someone soon. I love that for you. So this is another pile that was all over the place, but this was all over the place in a good way. And it was also me fighting back with the shadow, right? Like I didn't want it to be a shadow pile. You do have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. It came out of maturing sense, almost in a reversal. With laughter says have fun. It's kind of like don't wait when it comes to like just enjoying your life and just romantic connections and all things. Like don't, oh yeah, definitely, because you have worth waiting for. I told you try to fall in reverse, and you got to express your love, okay? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, you know, it's okay where that's a thing for the people in this pile, where that's the thing you want to do. Okay? Worth waiting for in reverse, express your love. So you don't need to wait where we talk about that, okay? So let me pull from this one, and then I will close it out with your advice. Definitely the shortest piles. So my vulture spirit, we're closing my, oh, my vulture spirit is taking flight for the last time in a while. I mean, you probably because like you've reached a certain thing, you got commitment maturing. So you're committed to yourself, you're committed to your regiment, you're committed to all of the things you need to do, especially those of you where this is a thing, you're committed to stabilizing there. You're committed to someone you want to be with on a soul level or stepping into that soon. And go to the skeleton key readings if you haven't been watching those, okay? Because you got a key. All right. Passion coming in. Oh yeah. So because this is my rebirth, right? That's why the shadow was so prominent, because the shadow was stepping into a rebirth. You're going to stop being the way that you are, for better, for worse, right? Because whether you do it on your own or, you know, whether you're forced to do it with this Aries energy, okay? And the lighter side maybe has had to go through that, whether it's their own doing or if they were just shoved into situations to a lack of discernment. Because like having a lack of discernment for a variety of reasons, whether we're talking about developmental issues, whether we're talking about like addiction, whether we're talking about just not paying attention or just not thinking, right? It could be any reasons. But like the lighter side has stepped out of that, okay? And maybe a little paranoid. That's why I kept emphasizing the paranoia. A little paranoid in that was the normal. That's been the normal energy around them historically, and them trying to allow themselves to be and feel safe where they are, because that's what it is. So yeah, incoming energy of grounding. Look at you, you're told to ground. So ground and anchor down, okay? And that's gonna resonate in a variety of ways. Ground and anchor down. It's safe. We talked about safety just now. And so what is the final thing coming in for my vulture spirit as it takes flight for the last time in a while? My last message. Something you don't see coming. I mean, well, we got defense. It's protection. You are protected. And you don't have to worry about things. And we have, oh, look at you, eternal charisma. So charisma talks about, is that our third flower on the table? No, there was a different power. There's flowers 2 times here though. Eternal charisma. Maybe go to some of those flower readings, but you'll be protected. And eternal charisma feels like people will like you. Like just in an intuitive read, okay? It feels like people will like you. So you're being told to ground your energy. So I'm going to let you see what the book says. Defense is huge here. I'll just, you know what? Let's just go straight to that, because I don't think, because look at me, I'm struggling. There it is. There it is. Because I went straight to defense. So I guess they really wanted you to know that that's a thing. Okay, well, let's just go to eternal charisma. So since I'm struggling to find a page. You are captivating and have a charming personality that attracts others. You are charismatic and you radiate with a luminous glow. You have so much to offer. Believe in yourself and what you stand for. And don't be afraid to share your vision. Be a social butterfly and make connections with others as you pursue your dreams. Okay. Channel your strength, but don't be scared to show your vulnerability. Eternal charisma forms within. It is not defined by money or age. Charismatic souls are genuinely interested in people around them and make everyone feel special. I attract others. So if you know you're the opposite of that energy, and I don't mean necessarily just from an antisocial perspective. I mean from a like people don't like you, or you don't have a personality that where you're genuinely nice to people, or you're genuinely like yourself, like where you kind of have that phony putting on a show personality. You got to stop, because it's putting you closer to the shadow. Now, when you have a genuine, when you try to connect with people on a genuine level and all the things, this is making sure you know, yes, you are the lighter side of the pile. Yes. Okay. And you're being encouraged to step out more and show that more, because you are protected. Okay. It's okay to be your authentic self, to expose yourself and be a little more vulnerable with the people around you, especially the ones you care about, especially when we talk about pursuing romantic connections and things like that. Now, that shadow, you know, you have that personality that's not real. Okay. And unfortunately, fortunately, it's the journey to this lighter side where you basically you're going to learn how to be more authentic. Okay? You will, and it will be a journey. Okay? So I'm going to close it out. That is all I have for you today, pile number 4. This is our last time with the Vulture Spirit for a while. Ooh, go back and watch it if you missed out, okay? So hopefully it resonated for you. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.